There will not be this year because after this year we are going to be free no matter what happens. Because if we don't get Biafra, everybody will have to die. Simple as that.
You mentioned God, you mentioned arms and ammunition. If I go to Nigeria and I've already identified and made myself known, and I get arrested to face treason, what are the modalities you put in place?
What I can say to you is that you can never ever be arrested.
The violent path has failed.
You must come out to support what you're doing. We need guns and we need bullets.
But I'm very confused. Did you make mention of you when you need arms and
Yes, we did.
So I
Because Boko Haram is everywhere in the zoo, police in the zoo, army in the zoo, navy, zoo.
Have you ever thought about the effects of what we're trying to incite? Is it possible for the concern to be addressed objectively?
There will blood moon this year because after this year we are going to be free no matter what happens. Because if we don't get Biafra, everybody will have to die. Simple as that.
And you mentioned God, you mentioned arms and ammunition. If I go to Nigeria and I've already identified and made myself known, and I get arrested to face treason, what are the modalities you put in place?
What I can say to you is that you can never ever be arrested.
The violent path has failed.
You must come out to support what you're doing. We need guns and we need bullets.
but I'm very confused. Did you make mention of you when you need arms and
Yes, we did.
So I
The best way to defend yourself because Boko Haram is everywhere in the zoo, police in the zoo, army in the zoo, navy, zoo.
Have you ever thought about the effects of what we're trying to incite? Is it possible for the concern to be addressed objectively?
There will blood moon this year because after this year we are going to be free no matter what happens. Because if you don't get Biafra, everybody will have to die. Simple as that.
And you mentioned God, you mentioned arms and ammunition. If I go to Nigeria and I've already identified and made myself known, and I get arrested to face treason, what are the modalities you put in place?
What I can say to you is that you can never ever be arrested.
The violent path has failed.
You must come out to support what you're doing. We need guns and we need bullets.
but I'm very confused. Did you make mention of you when you need arms and
Yes, we did.
So I
Because Boko Haram is everywhere in the zoo, police in the zoo, army in the zoo, navy, zoo.
Have you ever thought about the effects of what we're trying to incite? Is it possible for the concern to be addressed objectively?
There will blood moon this year because after this year we are going to be free no matter what happens. Because if we don't get Biafra, everybody will have to die. Simple as that.
And you mentioned God, you mentioned arms and ammunition. If I go to Nigeria and I've already identified and made myself known, and I get arrested to face treason, what are the modalities you put in place?
What I can say to you is that you can never ever be arrested.
The violent path has failed.
You must come out to support what you're doing. We need guns and we need bullets.
but I'm very confused. Did you make mention of you when you need arms and
Yes, we did.
So I
The best way to defend yourself is to be armed. Because Boko Haram is everywhere in the zoo, police in the zoo, army in the zoo, navy, zoo.
Have you ever thought about the effects of what we're trying to incite? Is it possible for the concern to be addressed objectively?
There will blood moon this year because after this year we are going to be free no matter what happens. Because if we don't get Biafra, everybody will have to die. Simple as that.
And you mentioned God, you mentioned arms and ammunition. If I go to Nigeria and I've already identified and made myself known, and I get arrested to face treason, what are the modalities you put in place?
What I can say to you is that you can never ever be arrested.
The violent path has failed.
What are the modalities?
We have Central, we have the South, which is the coastal region, we have the East, and we have the West. Biafra land is a nation. We have Northern Biafra, we have Central, we have the South, which is the coastal region, we have the East, and we have the West. Biafra land is a nation. Nothing. But I'm warning, it is happening already. I warned you and I told you. You may disregard the agitation for Biafra and target as nothing. But I'm warning you today, if you continue, the wrath of God will be upon you. As I warned the zoo many, many years ago, if you don't allow we Biafrans to go, that zoological republic called Nigeria will be a worse place than Somalia. And today it is happening. It is happening already. I warned you and I told you. You may disregard the agitation for Biafra and target as nothing. But I'm warning you today, if you continue, the wrath of God will be upon you. As I warned the zoo many, many years ago, if you don't allow we Biafrans to go, that zoological republic called Nigeria will be a worse place than Somalia. And today it is happening. It is happening already. I warned you and I told you. You may disregard the agitation for Biafra and target as nothing. But I'm warning you today, if you continue, the wrath of God will be upon you. As I warned the zoo many, many years ago, if you don't allow we Biafrans to go, that zoological republic called Nigeria will be a worse place than Somalia. And today it is happening. It is happening already. I warned you and I told you. You may disregard the agitation for Biafra and target as nothing. But I'm warning you today, if you continue, the wrath of God will be upon you. As I warned the zoo many, many years ago, if you don't allow we Biafrans to go, that zoological republic called Nigeria will be a worse place than Somalia. And today it is happening. It is happening already. I warned you and I told you. You may disregard the agitation for Biafra and target as nothing. But I'm warning you today, if you continue, the wrath of God will be upon you. As I warned the zoo many, many years ago, if you don't allow we Biafrans to go, that zoological republic called Nigeria will be a worse place than Somalia. And today it is happening. It is happening already. I warned you and I...
10 of them were lying. They started shooting us, killing our brothers. Over 10 of them were lying dead there.
This week, we're also going to talk about legislation I introduced this week to protect Christians in Nigeria. Nigeria has seen a persecution of Christians that has been staggering. Just this week, over 60 people were murdered by jihadists, by radical Islamists in northeastern Nigeria. They executed soldiers. They went house to house. This pattern of targeting Christians, targeting Catholic priests, targeting individual men, women, and children is horrific. And my legislation would put real consequences on the government of Nigeria and those who are facilitating this persecution, put real consequences on them to change that. We're also going to talk about legislation I introduced this week to protect Christians in Nigeria. Nigeria has seen a persecution of Christians that has been staggering. Just this week, over 60 people were murdered by jihadists, by radical Islamists in northeastern Nigeria. They executed soldiers. They went house to house. This pattern of targeting Christians, targeting Catholic priests, targeting individual men, women, and children is horrific. And my legislation would would put real consequences on the government of Nigeria and those who are facilitating this persecution, put real consequences on them to change that. We're also going to talk about legislation I introduced this week to protect Christians in Nigeria. Nigeria has seen a persecution of Christians that has been staggering. Just this week, over 60 people were murdered by jihadists, by radical Islamists in northeastern Nigeria. They executed soldiers. They went house to house. This pattern of targeting Christians, targeting Catholic priests, targeting individual men, women, and children is horrific. And my legislation would put real consequences on the government of Nigeria and those who are facilitating this persecution, put real consequences on them to change that. We're also going to talk.
Sir, properly.
bless Biafra. In him we trust. Shout it, sing it, all hail Biafra. God bless Biafra. We have emerged triumphant from all our foes. Through the crucible unscathed, we passed victorious. Our trumpets pealing, the glorious song, play it, sing it, all hail Biafra. Oh, hail Biafra, we shall always remember all that perished in the struggle for our freedom. All hail our heroes, our precious kingdom, who day and night save them always. All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. No star shines everywhere. We crave humility. God guide and protect us all. All hail your wisdom, shielding us from fury, unleashed by your light and might. Biafra, shining forever.
A minute silence to the fallen heroes of Biafra, and the time starts now. We mourn our heroes past, we celebrate our heroes. Our heroes living, as well as those that have sacrificed their lives in the battlefield for us to see this very day. And for those that have been before us to this very day, we celebrate their existence and their sacrifices as we continue to see that the flag of Biafra continue to fly above sea level until Biafra is fully restored. We remain resilient. No going back. Ise, Ise, Ise. Greetings to everyone. Media team, if you're just joining, I have posted the link for you to pair up your channels. So check the Telegram group, check the Twitter X message group, check all the groups. You normally pick the link to pair up channels because we must come out on all media platforms. I will start by appreciating the media team who have been on 24 hours to make sure they send the messages out. And for those of you that have Facebook and YouTube platforms and many other platforms that you multicast out while we are on, there is a great necessity that when we put the link, you go and pair up. You pair up so that while we speak from one place, our voices will be splitted out in many platforms. Your platforms were not created for you to have a YouTube and Facebook channels for sit down and look. No, it is for you to use them to spread the gospel of Biafra. For example, now that my official account on Twitter X is being reported and taken down by X because of how we have been giving them woto woto. Had it been there is no other access for me to speak, is it that we wouldn't be streaming out anything going forward? Or I wouldn't have another avenue to speak out? That is why you have all those media platforms. You have YouTube, you have Facebook, and some of you are even on premium subscription on your Twitter X. With the premium subscription on your Twitter X account, you can go and pair up your channel or your account to be coming out streaming while we are on, whether on fundraising or town hall or any program or awareness that we are doing. It will stream out on your Twitter X account as far as you are on the premium subscription, not on the basic, the premium subscription. That is the one that will enable broadcasting studio and multicasting to transmit when we are talking from the studio. I appreciate you all for all you've been doing in the media. It's not been easy, but you've been standing very tall. Your sacrifices are immeasurable, and we will continue to remain grateful to all of you. So please, if you have not shared this space and you have joined, share this space so that others will see their notifications. Many people don't know that I speak from this very information media and communications account. Since Twitter blocked my personal account, many people don't know that I'm still on X. Some people were writing messages on Telegram and WhatsApp and say, "We don't see your post for days now. Is everything okay?" Because they don't know I speak from other platforms when my own personal account is taken down. So it is your duty to share everything when we are live so that other people can see. How many of us are on this space now? Have you all shared this space? So when you all share this space, it helps others to get the notification to know that we are in. And it's very important that you share this space when you enter because the momentum of what we are doing has increased and the attack we face also increased because we have entered a stage of giving some big bodies and government woto in extra max mode. It's not an easy thing for you to find yourself in the US Capitol, in the White House, and then you sit down in the same seat inside the same hall where the laws that are made to determine and affect the entire world are being done. That is the room, that is the seat, that Congress house, that Congress building that you were inside, that congressional building that you all participated. Yeah, I want all of you to know that we went to open the door. We went to unlock the key. And on unlocking that key, we are now open to series of lions, pythons, elephants, and hippopotamus, because we went to open the door for freedom. We went to open the door for there to be hope for the massacred Christians in Nigeria. We went to open the door for Biafra. We went to open the door for the Uruwa people and the Ariwa people. We went to open the door for the entire world to know that Nigerian media have been bought off. That is why you get to see that international media are now the ones reporting and carrying out the explosive media awareness on the genocide of Christians in Nigeria. But you don't see the Nigerian media houses doing it because they were bought off, they were paid off. So it is now incumbent on international media. You see, when those that are supposed to be taking care of you have failed you, God will open doors from somewhere else that your hope will spring up. The kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has opened the way for us to come this far. Yes. And the imprisonment of our prime minister has also opened the way for us to also come this far. All these are all working out for the good of the Biafran people. And it is also a time to expose many people, to tell the world and everyone that are within and without to know whether you are actually working for Biafra in decisions that you make, in stands that you take in the absence of our leaders. That was part of the speech that I made in the convention in 2nd December 2024. That in this very time is a time of probation to see what you have become. Decisions you make, whether it will favor Biafran people and how you're going, it is a time to test you and see your resoluteness, to see who you are. And so we are very happy that we have gotten to this height, but we want everyone to understand that as we entered and opened the door of the US Congress, and we sat down and we started discussing and doing everything that we needed to do, we have gone to spark the biggest enemies that we have. And so our attack will increase, our enemies will multiply, both within and without. And this is the time that we need to be extra strong. If you know how to borrow weapons of warfare, go and borrow. And if you also know how to borrow shields of warfare, go and borrow. If you know how to borrow everything that will make your bulletproof to be 1 million times resistive, please go and borrow it. Because the kind of bullet that will be falling on us now is not going to be child's play. And in that same vein, there is need for us to reaffirm our commitment financially, getting to understand that everything boils down to Ejema. We cannot carry out anything without Ejema. And for the past 6 months or 7, you have seen that these were the lines of attack on what we are doing. The attack were launched on our Ejema sources. Musa said, for you to bring down Biafra, you have to kill the finance. That killing the finance is critical. And so all these splinter groups that woke up, they all came up with accountability to finance, accountability to finance, accountability. So it was a very good pulpit for them to stand. They've been the purveyors of this destruction of our finance. But we can tell you that we are not backing down and we are winning on a daily basis. But there is need for us to do more in our finance. There's need for us to spread our wings and ambers to catch up everywhere that we know we can extend them to. It is time you pick up your phone and call some other people which you know they have been heavily brainwashed. Pray for them first before you call them and talk to them. Reach out to other people. engage in community mobilization and in community evangelism, get some pamphlets and outlets, send them out, and put out the barcode and the website link for more support. Talk to other people. There has been series of sabotages, and we cannot do without sabotages. You know why? Because we are in freedom fighting. There is no freedom fighting that sabotages can be void. No, there must be sabotages. It is the beauty of the parade. It is part and parcel of the freedom cycle as far as freedom fighting is concerned. If there are no sabotages involved, it means it is not freedom fighting. There must be saboteurs. There must be Ifejunas and Okpabia seekers. They must show their real faces and their real identities. How do you overcome them? That is why it is called freedom fighting. That is when you have to put your brain in gear to determine the kind of formula to use to be able to work on this kind of brains. Because they did not come for peace, they came to destroy.
All right. Welcome back, my people. Thank you so much. I wind up in Civil Information Minister. Yeah, Sister Eunice. Nemkeke no. Oh, Dr. David. Yeah, senior citizen Ben Owa. Yeah, Dalvin Where's we missed you on the other space. We didn't see you. Welcome. Biafra Free Energy Tech. No. Keke Cyprian. Clement, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. All right. Senator Frank, how are you? Lewem Odogu, Charles Oji, yeah. Maazị Anako, Biafra Vision, nwanne m ka eke ime, Blessed Child, Afam, none, o. Okorie, Aya dị egwu, William, Dr. Frank, Chivo, Ọmalịcha Dịka, Madam Stella, yeah, James, none, o, welcome. Nwaọba, Dr. Rich, Rose White, Ken Chris, yeah, Dennis Mba, understand? Ben Goodluck, yeah, Ikoro, Onyema Echi, yeah, Sample, Joseph Philip, none, welcome. All right, let me just hold it. All right. Information Minister, go ahead.
Thank you, Madam K, for holding on. Thank you so much. And today is your campaign. So we are here to reawake your campaign of crowd funders. And we appreciate you for that initiative. And we look forward to seeing more people coming up with initiatives that could raise funds for the government, because we can't achieve anything without that. The defense of the homeland needs a GEMA, needs funds. The BRJ in diaspora needs funds. And let me also say something, because until I come on a video broadcast where I'll be displaying some things on the screen so that we clarify something to some people to understand. We've read some things and we saw some people that have lost their sense of reasoning and their brains. And they were writing things like, BRJ did not show up in fundraising of Kanun Takano, which Onyendu said they should do for him. And then they say, that shows that we are not real, that if Prime Minister Simon Ekpa was here, he will be there. Ha 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 ha. Let me remind some of you. I don't remember any time that Mazi Simon Egba, our Prime Minister, was here, that he will now leave BRGI to go and jump into all the fundraising that IPOB political wing and Kanu Takano has been doing in the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But I can remember and remind you one thing. One thing that I can remember and remind you is that any time that Kanu Takano will put up a flyer and say the flyer is for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's medical bills, what our Prime Minister used to do is to flag it off and write the fake and tell people that this criminal has come out again to rob you of your money using Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's name. So for those of you that have lost your brains, who are looking for everything to use to jeopardize the effort of BRGI, now that you don't see Prime Minister here, where were your brain cells that time? Because if I ask you, go and bring me one evidence when IPOB Nigeria and Kanunta and Bruce Fenn are doing fundraising in the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, go and show me when Prime Minister recommended the media team or BRGI to go and jump into it and to carry it. I'm asking. And also, to educate some of you, you don't know how active financially BRGI has been supporting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. The legal team, they can testify to it. So these are not things that we come out to the media and be bragging. We don't come out to the media to brag of what we've been doing. I'm talking about when our Prime Minister is not here now and when he was here. So I'm talking about what is happening under the watch of our APM and what was happening under the watch of our PM. Did you hear it anywhere? We don't do this and then bring them to the media to broadcast. These are things that we do knowing that our Prime Minister, our Supreme Leader, is for every Biafran. But when we see some criminals using various means to embezzle all of your money, you will not see BRGI there. So the funds you raise, which are segregated into segments of responsibilities, it also takes care of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's health under this BRGI. But we don't come to broadcast it. We don't come to broadcast it. And we don't go to jump into any fundraising that Kanunta and Bruce Fenn or IPOB Nigeria are doing. We don't go to jump into that. Because it is nonsense. Because if all the money that Kanunta and Bruce Fenn and IPOB political wing have been doing fundraising, if all that money they do have always been remitted to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's health and upkeep, then why will we also be taking care of some things that you don't know that we do behind the scene? Meaning that every money that Kanu Takano is doing fundraising and IPB Nigeria in the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they share the money amongst Bruce Fenn, among Kanunta himself, and among a fine boy in Nigeria, Emmanuel Kanu. So ask me, if the fundraising they do, they send the money to be used for the purpose that is needed, why do we, BRGIA, why do we again always had to and have to, as we speak now, carry out some responsibilities again with what you contribute and with what every other person are putting together? Do you now understand that Kanunta is a criminal and Bruce Wayne is a criminal? And this one again should shock you very well. That the same Kanunta and the same Bruce Wayne are the people that put up the letter that they submitted to Finland government. You all saw IPOB Nigeria travel all over the world, and they gathered in Lahti and Helsinki. They were protesting against our prime minister. Who were the people behind that agenda? It was Kanunta and Bruce Wayne and IPOB Nigeria. The very letter and the idea and that protest of going to protest and aligning with One Nigeria to submit a petition against our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa in Finland was initiated by Kanunta Kanu, Bruce Wayne, and IPOB DOS Nigeria, the political wing. So I'm asking you, so for some of you that lost your brain cells and you were looking for me, Sonny, you're looking for me, Sonny. Chai, oh my God. You're looking for me, Sonny, to go and showcase myself where Kanunta, a criminal, and the person that put Mazi Simon Ekpa behind bars, and Bruce Wayne, and IPOB Nigeria, and World Igbo Congress, and Avid. You're looking for me to go and show myself there and say I'm raising fund for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's house. Fund that can never and has never been remitted. Then we will end up being the one to see carry out the responsibilities of some things. Some of you may not really understand myself. The same World Igbo Congress and the same Avid. I will play a video when I come live. I will play a video of the meeting that we had with World Igbo Congress, with PM and some of his cabinet. This was in the eve of Anambra election of 2022. World Igbo Congress. World Igbo Congress. World Igbo Congress were against us because of no elections in Anambra and no 2023 elections, because they say we are stopping development to come to Igbo land. This was on the very week where the dead bodies of Biafran babies and children were slaughtered in Yamufu. But World Igbo Congress and Avid and Ohaneze Ndibo in that meeting were not looking for any way to bring down the Fulani Boko Haram terrorists that were slaughtering our babies in Yamufu. But questions that they were posing to us is, why do we want to stop their chances of becoming Igbo president and their chances of making Nigeria to train and have a way in Biafra land? That what we are doing is against their development, that we are not working for their own purpose. This is while Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Juno, and then Yamufu invasion by Boko Haram terrorists is happening. Your babies, your women and children were cut to pieces. And then we are putting our heads together to see how the gallant men and women can repel the terrorists. But what is so interesting to you is how to do One Nigeria elections. So is this the World Igbo Congress and the Avid that you now wanted me to go and sit down to do fundraising with? The people that put their hands... Let me also remind you people, in that same meeting, and after then, the chairman of the World Igbo Congress, whether a job or something like that, he came out and granted an interview in, is it Chidi's platform, and said they are going to put everything together, use every modality to see that they get down to Finland to make sure they bring Simon down. They will use every avenue. And how did they do it? They all came together. World Igbo Congress, Waneze Ndi Igbo, IPOB Nigeria Political Wing, Kanu Ntakanu, and Bruce Fenn. These are the people that put up all the plan that you saw that displayed in April and May of 2023 in Finland. And they ended up submitting their petition against Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. Because of what? This Biafra. And then you think that I will sleep, and then somebody will tap me in my dream and say, "Oh, Onyendu say you should go and join Kanunta and do fundraising." I will now run like Mugu. What happens when I raise the fund with BRGIA and then I bring the money? So Sonny don't just jump into any place anyhow, okay? For some of you that don't really understand what this Biafra is all about, you just do follow. Sonny don't do follow. That's why some of you are being moved by the breeze that blows. I will just be looking at you. I'll look at you after the breeze finish blow you. I will now start calling your papa name to pray for you and your mama name so that you may be delivered. If you're delivered, fine and good. If you're not, you continue to remain a moron. Look at Ugo 247 today. Look at Ajare. Look at Remigius. Look at Adandiocho. Look at Biafra Unite. Just look at. Just look at them. They were very proud to appear in that very place, the place of where they planned the massacre and the kidnap of our Prime Minister. Madam Key, over to you, my dear, and you can unveil the pack of the crowdfunders. When I come back, I'll take the mic again. Thank you very much for your initiative, and God bless you.
All right. Okay. Okay. Just to finish up, the line you were saying before. Yes. Those people we have brandished them as mumus and the fulefus, likes of Adandi Ocho, or Remigius. As you can see, Remigius, despite all the chop that he's chopping, he's not looking well. He's losing weight, a lot of weight. So doing bad thing it actually does not pay. You see, my people. So at the end of the day, those people are lost. They're not towing the right track. People that are following them, I don't know if they're actually Igbos. Those people that listen to Adandi Ocho, So thank God they are insignificant to whatever that we are doing. You see, all the achievements that our APM have achieved in Washington, D.C., they don't have any contributions to it. All they do is to jealous and castigate. And the more they're jealous, the more Chukwokika Abiyama is on our side, my people. What are we saying? We are saying that all these motivations, let me bring King David up. What we are saying is nothing else that all the motivations that we have seen all around us, we have to remember what we were doing. Yes, right after this Orabugoro Fulani struck in the December. Yes, let's not forget that when it happened, we had our channels like this 5 Gemma fundraisers. We have our space donation, then we have our 50 Gemma as well. Yes, we must go back. Yeah, things have been going like pendulum, but it is now permanently stabilized, my people. So please, we must take our minds back to what we were doing before the second coup. Yeah, the second sabotage struck in June. Yes, so we have really endured a lot. Yeah, we have endured a lot, and the battle is not over yet. Yes, yeah, the battle is not over, but we are achieving lots of achievements, lots, my good people of Biafra. So that is that is the essence of our Indomitable Information Minister putting up this space, just to remind us that we don't have any more anything else to fear, and we won't have breaking transmission again with our payment link. You see, Yes, battle over our payment links. Or what people are unplugging and unplug. Just dealing with us for the past weeks. Yes, but APM has fought it. Information have fought it, and we have won. Yes, so anya dagachikwana. Dagachie, the thing is there, up there. Yes, and it's not going to be off and on anymore. Card is a permanent. You see, so and I understand. Yeah, when something is flowing, onokata and we break onokata kwa abekwa, yeah, I know. Yeah, but now that it's back on, please, my people, we must step up. Yes, the link of joining the Crown fundraise is there up as well, so that yeah, if you're able to, please join, and let's get back to what we were doing before. Very imperative. All right, Dr. David, my brother. Yeah, do you have anything to contribute? Yeah, we can do our general discussion. It's not all about our space donation. Yeah, but it's just the essence of opening the space, just to remind ourselves. Yeah, but we can talk about other things, of course. Yeah, welcome. No. Oh, yeah. Onyeka. Yeah. Anybody that is ready to take it on can unmute your mic and go ahead.
For Flux, you can have backup. Who is ready for second co-host, please?
No is always available. That not always available, but he got to help.
So let me try if they can allow me. I did some cleaning. If they can allow me.
Okay, let me make you see whether they go allow you. They not allow you, not say you never pay your bills finish. Okay, so thank you, Madam K. The crowdfunder
No, if
has been working. I don't give you, so try checker. The
they
crowd
allow me.
is not allowing you. Let me say you no pay your bills now. I talk am. You no pay your bills. I talk am. To say you pay, to say you pay your bills, it go through. But you never pay your bills, so that's why. Okay, so let's see. Uh,
So, or
and
Dr. David.
Dr. David, I hope so. You never entered the other room. Dr. David, I don't give you. And if you want to enter the other room, let us know so that I know go leave us hanging here on it.
My information minister, you don't start. I never entered the other room.
That's timing day now. Timing day. So if now your timing mood, you let us know. All right. I don't give you. So try and say whether your network will allow you. So thank you, Madam Key, and thank you to everyone. Please, the crowdfunders team has been re-energized, and not just re-energized, rejuvenated, and we want everyone in that spirit to be rejuvenated as well and to come up and do more than what they've been doing. Yes, your weekly recurring payments, your daily recurring payments, your twice a week or once in 2 weeks recurring payment, your monthly recurring payment is very important. Please visit the website and resubscribe to your recurring payment buttons. We need it because it is of great importance to all of us. We cannot achieve anything without a J and a Gemma. Mazinam Dekano was pleading for just $1 from all of us. $1 is what he was pleading. So when we did not give $1 for our own freedom, then Boko Haram terrorists. Okay, before we go on, let me play this as a reminder to some people that may be living in denial. Plateau State, in Benue State. I like us to pray for our brethren in Plateau State, in Benue State, that the Lord will keep them in the faith. Other boundaries of other states, particularly the Northeast and the Middle Belt, we will keep praying for them. There's a lot of distortion going on. People claiming that there is no genocide of Christians.
in the nation. Information with facts can never be thwarted. You see people buried in hundreds and you say there's no genocide. What a wicked set of people. Agree there are people killed in other places for other reasons, but this one is very clear. And gradually it's eating down to the south, southwest, southeast, and many so-called leaders for their personal interests are claiming it's not true, selling out their faith if they have it at all. Jesus said, when I come, will I find the faith? And we are standing here to say to Jesus, the faith will keep standing. Raise your voice in a few. This is Bishop David Abioye, and he normally looks like Oyedepo, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know whether it's his son. So if he has opened his mouth now to speak, I wonder where Oyedepo himself is. But there is something of importance that to Biafrans need to pick out here. The genocide, as they are speaking about it now, is because it has escalated to the far north and middle belt, and it's very glaring to the living. Even a baby is butchered into pieces. I hope Twitter will allow us to post some gory images of babies that have been butchered by Boko Haram terrorists. The recent one happened in Anambra, where the Nigerian terrorists in uniforms shot at a baby and the intestines floated out. I think the video is pinned down on this information media and communications Twitter page. If you go there, you will see it. That was
Yes, it happened. It happened in my community, in my town, community in my town. That one happened is true.
Okay.
Yes.
So thank you, Mwachineke, for that confirmation. And now, nobody was able or ready to take up the issue of the Christian genocide to the world leaders because, number one, the media houses in Nigeria were paid off not to report about it. But the only people that had the boldness and the little resources to take it down to America happened to be BRGIA. So you see that it took us your funds and donations to be able to take the massacre of Christians and Biafrans, the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the imprisonment of our prime minister, the Biafra independence discourse, the referendum we had, the declaration. It took your funds for us to take it up to the US Congress. And then it took your fund for us to find our way into the US Congressional Hall, the Capitol, where we held the first ever congressional briefing on Biafra. It took your fund and your commitment and your synergy for all this to happen. If your funds are not coming in, we cannot achieve this. Another thing is that when you now hear of this genocide now skyrocketing in Nigeria, and we are very, very glad that the media houses in America, if you know of RBSJ in America and Fox News, these are top media houses, New York Post, that are picking on it now. Because what? We unlocked the key. But the question should be, why are these massacres not rampant now in the whole Eastern region, Biafra territory? Why? Why don't you see this massacre? Why don't you see Biafran people running out from their homes and going to seek refuge in Cameroon? Why don't you see Biafran people giving out their homes to Boko Haram terrorists? Why don't you see Biafran people vacating their communities, telling you that Boko Haram has defeated them, so they can't stay? They are giving out their communities to the Boko Haram. Why can't you see your people telling you that Boko Harams implement laws, taxes, levies, and they are paying to the Boko Haram terrorists just for them to be alive? There is a force
and an atom that has made this not to happen in our areas. It is the existence of the BDF. So, for some of you that seems to be ignorant or wants to shy away from the reality, when you hear these pastors cry and lament about the Christian genocide, ask them, what is the reason that is stopping the same Christian genocide in Biafra territory? Yes, they will tell you that it is the BDF. So it is what you are doing that is giving a safe haven to your women and children. If not, you will be wailing and running away from your lands far, far back as at 2002. The BDF has become your shield, your armor, your burglar, and your defense. What is incumbent on you is to give them everything needed. This is not time to mince words anymore, that you now have to sugarcoat whether BDF should be pronounced or not, or we should not call BDF. No, Boko Haram terrorists are shaking hands and having meetings with Nigerian terrorist government in broad daylight, and they are having peace deals. So why having our defense mechanism a crime? No. Biafran people should understand that we don't use this money to pay Sonny, we don't use this money to pay APM, we don't use this money to pay Nkiruka, we don't use this money to pay David Nana, we don't use this money to pay Onyekachuku or Rage and Fury of 1 million or Asebuna Mostela. No. Rather, these people I just made names are actually using their money, their time and energy, their family and their resources and their work and their entire life to give and to sacrifice for you to have a safe home, which you don't have to run out to go to Cameroon to seek refuge and then hand over your lands to the Boko Haram terrorists. But you must have volunteer army that are ready to put their lives on the line and to die for you before you can now be able to achieve this. And these men and women are called the army of God, the BDF. If you're not supporting them, please wake up, because we don't want pastors and bishops to start lamenting about our own case, because we know we don't have elders. Yes, it is only the youth that are actually defending you and carrying your cross. So give them all the support needed so that we can do more. And please join the crowd funders. The group is open with your recurring donation of any amount, starting from 5 Ejema going forward. Please, it is highly appreciated. And I want to challenge all of us that are in diaspora, most especially those in Europe and America and UK and Asia and Russia and Australia, from all those Western world. Yes, I'm not talking about those of us in this black world called Africa. I'm talking about those in the European world, America, UK, and Europe. If you enter any crunch, or if you stop by to buy something anyway, I don't think you spend just $10 or $20 to buy a small lunch for your baby or your girlfriend or your wife or husband or your concubine or sugar daddy or your co-workers. You don't spend $10 or 15 or 20 for a lunch. Talk less of say you spend it for a dinner or for a day. If you go to buy one full chicken that is properly garnished for you to just go and sit down and chop, and then you have to use some drinks, maybe wine or a whiskey or anything to wash it down. That 20 ejema does not do that for you. 20 ejema does not do this thing for you. I believe you all understand this. And 20 ejema cannot buy 3 granite, 3 bullets that you have to put inside AK-47 to shoot the terrorists when they come to kill your babies, women, and children. So if God blesses you and then you want to do something to support the BDF, try to calculate. If I am donating 10 ejema or 20 ejema, for those of you in America and UK and Europe and every other part of the Western world, I am directing this challenge to you now. 20 ejema cannot buy 3 bullets. 20 ejema cannot buy 3 bullets. No. 20 ejema cannot buy 3 bullets. I'm explaining it for you guys to understand. No? So when you are making donations, donate something that you know can afford something to be able to make something happen. It will be shameful that me, that I am in Africa, working on the basis of 10 or 15 or 20 ejema for a day as a day job, and then you in Western world that God has blessed you, that kind of amount is what you have to earn for maybe 2 hours or 1 hour job in the Western world, then I am struggling to donate that amount. And I am very ashamed for the fact that I'm in Africa. And then you are in a Western world where God has blessed you. And then you're coming to donate the same 10 ejema with me in Africa. No, please, let us step up. God has blessed you all to be in America and Europe and UK and every other part of the Western world. It is for a reason. What we would have done in 10 years can be achieved in 2 years or 3 years if you come out with your 100% of mind and dedication in your donations. If you are bringing 10 ejema and 20 ejema, how much would that be? If this fundraising of Saturday, you bring 20 ejema, next fundraising, you bring 20. So in 1 month, you're giving us 80 ejema or 100 ejema. Then from that 20 ejema that you give us in this week fundraising, somebody that is in Europe, America, or UK that God has blessed, so you give us 20 ejema or 30 ejema in one fundraising. How many bullets is that? Let me say your 30 ejema can achieve maybe 5 bullets. So when BDF want to go after the terrorists, they will shoot your 5 bullets. After the 5 bullets finish, they should go and relax. No. We are in war. And only one man that is manning a watch point can waste or can send out up to 50 bullets. Yes, because the enemies are plenty. You don't expect him to shoot and then now start to wait until when you now come back next week to come and give another 20 HM. No, please. God has blessed you all. So I'm challenging you to step up your game. Do it in a way that can achieve something. Because some people will come in and be hearing 10 HM, 20 HM, 10 HM, 20. No. At the end of the day, you spend 4 hours or 5 hours calling 20 ejema, 10 ejema, 20 ejema, 10 ejema. How much is that? Please, God has blessed us and given us what we need to use to do this work. And so let us do it judiciously, because his blessings will ever flow and multiply. But when you are being so stingy with what God has blessed you with, you see, now those where they spend, they commode. Now them God go the refill. Yes. And God go the refill and plenty. So release plenty so that God will multiply you plenty. Release plenty so that God can multiply you plenty. The more you do it plenty, go come. God will multiply you plenty and you will see that you are making exploits. We are praying for you guys every day for you to have more and to have more increase and for God to open more doors for you all. So please, let us do it and do what God will bless you and make your pocket to multiply in diverse ways. And please, when you're addressing the granite, use the word granite. Don't use the word bullet when you're addressing things on that one. Yeah, because those that are listening may be taking notion of it. So use granite, and the AK you can use a stick. So please, we need this ejema in high scale to be able to do everything that we have to do. And I beg all of you to step up. God does not bring out people without giving them the enablement. Yes, He gives you the enablement, but when you are now drawing back and slacking, and then you're not doing it with all your might and mind, you will not be gaining the desired result that should be coming. He expects you to do it with all your heart and mind and soul, so that more doors will open for you. We need a J. We need a Gemma. We need everything that will propel us from point A to point B so that we can achieve more. Since convention, I want all of you to show us every achievement that all these splinter groups of Arabo Fulani and EMA Accountability Group, we need to see their achievement on the table. What have they done to achieve? For those of you that are sheepishly following like goats and sheep and a donkey, please, we want to know. Can you tell us one achievement of Rabu Fulani? Can you tell us one achievement of a mature accountability group? Whether in the homeland or in diaspora, we want to see. But BRGI under APM Nkere, in just 3 months, there was a deal that was submitted to the US government that has to do with our business and arms policy and political engagement between the American government and the Biafran people. Within the same 3 months, a congressional testimony has been submitted to the American government. And you are seeing all this available on the official government website of the US. It's not that they are in our own website. The government of America publish it in their website. Go and check, you see. In this same 3 months, congressional briefing on Biafra done inside, not outside America, not outside the Congress, not outside the White House, inside the Capitol of the White House. Then that is from diaspora. Now check the homeland. Since after the convention, the PDF has been under the great supremacy of their works. And they are only loyal to where? This BRGI under our APM Nkere. And you can see their works since November to this very day. The numbers of terrorists falling in Biafra land since after November to this very day, under the watch of General Igwe Butuzo as the Chief of Defense Staff, Musa cannot report it. When some of you see that Musa was sacked by Tinubu, this has also contributed to it, because they know that all the terrorists that they send down in uniforms to come and kill Biafra Defense Forces and to wipe them all out, when they come, the God of Biafra swallow them. The Lion of Biafra swallow them in land A and C. So this has also culminated into Musa being sacked, because Musa continued to reassure the presidency of Nigeria that they will destroy BDF. They will destroy Biafra. But on a daily basis, he goes back with the bad news. He goes back with the bad news. And the last string they pulled was to do, oh my God, in 1 month, the Nigerian army has told you that they have killed all the Biafra Defense Forces for over 3 times. For over 3 times, they have announced that they have killed General Gentle and killed Butuzo and killed... for over 3 times. So that is, I can't just phantom this very thing. And people are so silly. So you kill Biafra Defense Forces General the first time. They die and then they resurrected and then came back. You came back again and killed them the second time. They die and resurrected and came back. You see, came back again and killed them a third time. They die and resurrected and they are still living. The last one was very shameful that the military personnel that was even granting the press briefing, he was reading the script, and as he was reading, his body was shaking. And he had the guts to open mouth to lie before his father and mother that gave birth to him. If now before where they just the right time for script behind the scene, it is okay, but this one you had to even come out to lie. Pronounce it with your mouth, and as he's lying, in body they shake. In body they shake as they call the names, the names of the Biafra defense force. They say they don't kill them, they don't capture them. And you cannot present evidence that you have killed them and captured them. You just do audio announcement. All these are aimed at saying the fragility of the Biafran people, to see if they can die off and sway into one Nigeria nonsense. Because there are people that shout, Biafra, Biafra, Biafra. They are just waiting to see when they say, oh, they have killed all our leaders, they have killed all our generals. Then they will jump out and start celebrating and say, yes, let us continue the Nigeria. Let the Boko Haram come and wipe many of them out. Before you see them do this, many of them have vacated their families from home to abroad. Before you see them coming out openly to start supporting Nigeria terrorist government. So they are now just there to do the final bombardment. When they just say it and they see that Nigerians start exploding down, degenerating down to their homeland, they escape and run over to America and Europe and UK, which they have already relocated their families to. So the enemies are within and without. And we can assure you that we are overcoming every one of them. The mountains are plenty, like Onyendu said. But we must be ready to overcome all these mountains because they will come in different forms. So Biafran people, always remember when you hear this Christian genocide that all the pastors are talking now, ask them, say, like, is from what I can see now, is only this David, Pastor David, what's the full name? Pastor David what? Bishop David Abioye. Uh-huh. It's only Bishop David Abioye that is now saying that this genocide is heightened in Plateau, in the Middle Belt and in the North. And now it is coming down to the South, the Southwest, and the Southeast. That if we don't wake up and do something, the way it has started in the North and coming down, that it will. But all of them are talking, they don't even remember to make references to the East. Because it is the East that actually set up the defense, the brick wall, which the terrorists march. When they march on the brick wall, they could not pass. And that is why they had to bounce back to Middle Belt. If we had allowed them to now penetrate with the Ruga that they were coming up with, by now, nothing will remain for us. All of us now will not be running to Cameroon. Where we will be running to is Middle Belt. And Middle Belt will be pushing us back. How many lands there for Middle Belt that can accommodate the entire Biafran people? Calculate how many states of Biafra we have. So, the reason why you don't hear them calling this genocide now in the whole Eastern region, Biafra territory, is because Biafran people had already set up their defense when they were all enjoying Nkwobi and 404. When they were enjoying Nkwobi and 404 since 2002, while we were now shouting, were they not the people clapping for one Nigeria when they arrested Wazirike and locked him up, kill all the MySub members that were generals and commanders defending us? So all of them were clapping for one Nigeria. You see, can you see the sacrifices that Biafran people have paid? Biafran people have paid sacrifices, starting from when Owazirike was there. Our men and women were killed because of Biafra. And when you hear them, you will hear that during Masop, there is no part of Biafra territory that were not actively involved in. And then there is no part of Biafra territory that were also not actively involved in IPOB ESN when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unveiled it for us. There were no part of Biafra territory that are also not actively involved in the BDF. Can you see? So they are all one born. They pay the price. They come all the way from every part of Biafra land to form the defense mechanism in the central point that you can use to enter Biafra land. Some of you don't understand why we had to and why we have to defend Biafra land from Imo State and Enugu and also from Bakassi. These are two volatile points that when you allow the terrorists to take over, the entire Biafra land is down. So these are like the gate to Biafra land. That is why all Biafrans, gallant men and women, have to come from every part of Biafra land to defend these two gates, Bakassi and Imo and Enugu state, because that is the entrance point. So the price that we have paid from Owazirike time, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu time, our PM's time, and now our APM's time to this very day is what has made us not to run away from Biafra land to Cameroon at this point to seek refuge. That is what have made the issue different, that while people are burying and piling up their dead bodies of babies, women, and children in Far Middle Belt and northern part and Yoruba land, we are now watching them with one eye because we have already sacrificed many of our babies, women, and children since Owazirike time to this day. And we are not done yet. And we are still defending Biafra land. You see, now it's like Boko Haram terrorists do not exist in Biafra land. So every of the massacre you see emanating is coming from the north, the middle belt, and Yoruba land. So what made it so? It is your sacrifices. The sacrifices you made from Wazirike time, Oyendu's time, our PM's time, and our APM's time is what is making us to become like nothing is happening to us now. So we must continue, and we need all your agema to make it happen. I'm very glad to have our indomitable Tokinadu and original silencer and engine of BRGI. And no other person as our Excellency, the acting Prime Minister. This is the only man that did not need professors and engineers and doctors to be able to enter White House. He did not need professors and doctors and engineers and aeronauts to enter White House and to have handshakes and meetings with the senators and lawmakers of America. This is something that nobody has been able to do since the existence of the Biafran people. Biafran people have existed 400 or 500 years ago on the map of the world. You can go and check. And since all these years that Biafran people existed and were available on the world map, there has never been a time that any Biafran was able to break through the US Congress Capitol. But in our own time, a man they say is nobody, a man they say does not know anything, a man they say cannot offer anything, as quiet and calm as he is, humility personified, is the man that is able to make Biafra have first ever in history congressional testimony, first ever in history congressional briefing, where all the crimes of Nigeria were tabled to the American Congress. And today, everywhere is boiling. When he was there doing it, he did it in a very quiet and submissive way, and people took him for a joke. But today, Nigeria officials are running helter-skelter. We appreciate you, our honorable APM, and you're welcome to the stage.
Thank you. Am I coming out? Thank you very much, Minister of Information, you and your entire team. I see it's full house here. I can't go ahead and start mentioning every name. If not, we'll be here forever because, all the genuine media personnel, I see everyone is here today. Thank you, fellow Biafrans, and special greeting to lovers of freedom all over the world. And we appreciate those lovers of evil if they can repent to love freedom and to support freedom. That will bring peace and stability to the entire world. Just imagine when we live in a world that is peaceful, when we live in a world that all humanity will love their neighbor. Just imagine living in a world where there is no terrorists, where there is no one trying to terrorize you, kill you, take your land from you, Islamize you, destroy you, rape your women, your children, your cattle, because they rape everything rapeable. Just imagine living in a peaceful world where you can leave your doorway wide open, close your eyes and sleep like a baby without anyone breaking in to steal from you or to kill you. Just imagine living in a world that would be united as a one nation. I'm not talking about the United Nations we have now, because the United Nations we have today is a bunch of fools that are piloting the affair of that organization. That's why it's time to dissolve it and reinstitute a United Nation that will benefit the entire world. It's time to reinstitute a united body that will stop war, not the one that will create more wars, chaos all everywhere. No. So this current United Nation we have today is like the Pharisees, those that pretend they are worshippers of God, but by their work, they are worshippers of destruction, or they are there to kill and for their own personal gain. Fast forward to why we are here today. We Biafran people, we Christians, Biafrans, and I believe some Nigerian Christians are watching as well or listening. We are here because of persecution, because of being oppressed. We are here because we don't want to die. We want to live in this beautiful world that is created by our Heavenly Father, Jehovah, Chukwu Kike Abiyama. Yes, He created us to live abundantly and to also live in peace and to love one another. But some evil people, organization, religion, they choose to want to destroy the others just for what we don't know, because their God said that we are infidel. Their God said if we don't worship their own God, they should kill us. They should Islamize us. They should chase us out of our land. They should make us their slave. And we are fighting back. In the country called Nigeria today, Nigeria is never a country. Nigeria shouldn't exist. Nigeria need to be dissolved or disintegrate. Let the indigenous of that region choose what their fate, what should be their fate. Nigeria is never a country. You have the North, they have their own culture, their own ideology, they have their God they worship, they have their own way of life. You have the Middle Belt. The Middle Belt have their culture, their way of life, and the God they worship. You have the Oduduwa Republic, the Yoruba. They have their own way of which years back ago, tens or hundreds of years back ago, they have a great empire. Where is this empire today? Everything is being destroyed in the name of one Nigeria. Where is the Benin Empire of old? It's gone. At a time, Benin Empire ring in the ear of every indigenous of this planet Earth. Where is this Benin Empire? At a time, we heard a story that Benin Empire have a wall that surround that great empire. Where is that empire? Is destroyed. Where is the Arondi Zog? Where is Arochukwu? Where is all these powerful ancient of days people with their culture? Where are they? So it's time we go back to who we are. We go back to our root, and we need to find how to solve this problem. When you identify what your problem is, it's easy to solve it. The fact remains that the indigenous of the so-called Nigeria today, they can't live together in that country called Nigeria because they hate Nigeria with passion. Nigeria is never a country. They know that. But they refuse to accept, just like a man called Sowore, who we love so much. Just few days ago, we encourage him, we endorse him, we support him in the protest for the release of our leader, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. And he also used that for his own political gain because he is a one Nigerialist, because he never believed that we all should go our separate way, because from day one, we are never one. Sowore identified that Nigeria is a scam. Sowore identified that Nigeria is fraud. Sowore identified the evil of Nigeria. She championed a movement called Revolution Now. What is the reason why? Because to make sure that they hold the leaders of that country accountable to see if they can make it work. He identified and he know it's never going to work. Instead of him preaching, doing what is right, to make sure that we all go our separate way. This man, just a tweet from him today, endorsing election in Biafra land, in Anambra, of which we Biafrans are saying no election. Sowore won Nigeria list that for the past few days, he's in detention in Nigerian prison or correctional facility, whatever you call it. They maltreat him. This man identified that Nigeria is a failed state. Why is he still campaigning for unity of Nigeria? Too many peoples, too many citizens indigenous of that region, they know what the problem is and they refuse to do what is right. That is why a lot of these people, till tomorrow, they don't know they are left or they are right. And they're suffering from what they don't know. It can never be better in Nigeria if the indigenous don't go their separate way and develop their region and live according to who they are and live according to their belief. Nigeria of today, you can't really tell what Nigeria is found under. Is Nigeria founded under Christianity? Is Nigeria originally founded under Islamists? United States of America here is founded under Christianity. UK is founded under Christianity. Saudi Arabia is founded under Islam. The country called Nigeria today, it can never work because of the dangerous diversity and because of the ideology. How some reason why we Biafrans, Christians, Biafrans are trying to make things work, to live together and coexist with our neighbor. Why did not the Islamic jihadist terrorists, they are fighting, planning, having a sleepless night to overrun us, to chase us out of our land? It's opposite way. We are thinking everything good that will happen in that country or that region, while the other part of the country called Nigeria, they are thinking everything evil, how to destroy us, how to rape our women, how to turn us to their slave. And some of you, like somebody like Shuri, did not identify and found out that Nigeria is a shithole place. It's time that we dissolve Nigeria. Let every region go their separate way. They will be well better if they not decide to have their own country today, Arewa Republic. They can protect their border. They can all live according to their own interest and worship their God, whatever they choose to worship. If the Middle Belt today decide to have their own country, they can develop according to who they are, and there will be peace. If the Oduduwa Republic decide to, they make up their mind to leave, exit Nigeria, they will be better off. They can come back with that old story or old history they are known of. Likewise, the Biafra. If the Biafran people, of which Biafrans, they have been fighting to exit Nigeria for a long time, and of which we went to Latvia, Finland, 2024, December the 2nd, Biafra was redeclared. What we are doing now, we are fighting to chase out these extremist jihadis that have come to kill we Christians, Biafrans. We are doing everything we can. Today, we're going to call out some evil people names, because in any society, in any country, there is always religion that's shaping up, or the God that's shaping up that country or that region or that particular group of people. We Biafrans, we have religion that's shaping who we are. We are traditionalist worshippers, Judaism, and a majority Christianity. So these three religions from time immemorial coexist. They never bump into each other and start killing each other. That is who they are. In United States of America, Christianity is what's shaping it up. UK, Christianity shape it up. Just like in United Kingdom today, why the Islamic jihadist terrorists trying to claim UK, that they are taking over UK. But the patriots of UK are fighting back because they know who they are. They know what helped them in their civilization, and they don't want to change from who they are to something else. Why the international community, especially United States of America here, some members of Congress and senators are talking about what is happening in Nigeria and Biafra land, about the killing of Christians. If you're a true Christian, listen to me. If you're a true Christian, ask yourself some serious questions. Where are the so-called men of God in the territory of Nigeria and in Biafra land? Where are these so-called Daddy Gio, Daddy Momio? Why are they not speaking? Are these people true Christians? Or they are Pharisees? Where is Adebayo? Adebayo supports all the former presidents recently that have governed that contraption country called Nigeria. They campaign for them. They support the politics of that evil country called Nigeria. If they support the politics, that means they support the terrorism. That means they support these Islamic jihadist terrorists that are killing Christians. And these so-called men of God cannot come out and condemn the killing of Christians in Biafra land, in Nigeria, or even in Oduduwa Republic. Where is Oyedipo? Why are they not speaking? Why are they not condemning the killing of Christians? Where is Kumuyi? Why are these people not speaking? Why are they not condemning the killing of Christians? These three people I just called supposed to be championing the cause of Christianity. They have thousands and million followers that contribute money every Sunday in the name of paying tithes. Tithe that they never know what the tithe is doing for them. Tithe that they are paying. Tithe that never go to God. Tithe that never work for God. If these people are true God worshippers, if these people are true Christians, Christ followers, why are they not condemning the killing of their followers or the killing of Christians in Biafra land and in Nigeria? Even in Yoruba land, Oduduwa. Adebayo, where are you? Pharisee. Oyedepo, where are you? You're a Pharisee. Kumuyi, all over the world, people are rising up. Real Christians, worshippers are speaking up. Why are these people not speaking up? The killing is happening right in their own backyard. Why you have people from all over the world condemning the killing against Christians, and these people are not speaking? If you're one of the followers of these individuals I just called, know you are following Satan, the devil. Know that whoever that is championing your cause, you thinking probably he is a man of God, is a man of Satan. These people don't represent the body of Jesus Christ. They don't represent the house of God. That is the fact. As long as they can't condemn, they can't fight for you. Stop worshiping these false people, because if you attend their churches, you are worshiping them. You are not worshiping God. One, you pay your tithe, all the tithe you'll be paying. What are they doing with it? They use it to enrich themselves. We want to use the opportunity to call up the United States of America. These individuals, they have churches here in America. They should revoke their license of the leaders of they should revoke license of Adebayo. I don't know whether he have the Redeemed Church or whatever. Oyedepo, Kumuyi, please, media team, you all need to have a hashtag, tag the great Senator Cruz.
Yeah, sorry, APM, go ahead, please. Hmm.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, we encourage United States of America to launch investigation on all these fake pastors that have thousands and millions of followers that they are scamming in the name of their worshiping our God, in the name that they are Christians. If they are true Christians, United States of America, Ted Cruz, Senator Ted Cruz, we want you to ask these people questions. Why are they not speaking? Why are they not condemning the killing of Christians in Nigeria, in Lagos, in Biafra land? Why are these people not condemning it? United States of America should launch investigation on Adebayo, Oyedepo, Kumuyi. They need to revoke their license to practice their so-called faith here in America. They are fake, phony, scam, fraud. Because if they represent the body of Christ, if they represent the church of God, they will be speaking. They will protect the congregation. They are not speaking, but rather all they do is to campaign alongside with the Nigerian terrorist political parties. During the time of this, during the time of election for this fraudulent man that is there today called Tinubu, they campaigned for him. They even prayed their fake prayer, evil prayer on him. So they pray for terrorists. They support the terrorist killing. Even Buhari, that killed many Christians, Buhari is the same man that a great president called J. Trump. Ask Buhari, why is he killing the Christians? Do you all know that or remember that President Trump asked Buhari, why is he killing Christians? But all these so-called fake men of God in that contraption called Nigeria, they can't even ask Tinubu, why are you killing Christians? They refuse to ask Buhari, why is he killing Christians? They colluded. They collude with the terrorists. They are all terrorists. Please, media team, hashtag all these fake men of God that are not speaking up now. All these fake men of God that are not seizing the opportunity we have to let the world know that there is genocide going in Biafra land and in Nigeria, because Nigeria have Christians too. We talk about the Christians in Nigeria. The Christians in Nigeria or the Christians in Biafra land, we are not the aggressors. We are not the one killing the Muslim jihadists. They brought the war to us. They're the one killing us. What we are doing, we are defending ourselves. All these evil so-called men of God, if you're one of them, today is Tuesday. In few days' time, some will be going to worship and pay their tithe. Disease from that church, disease from all these people. You have been scammed. Remember in the time when our Lord Jesus Christ was here, when he went to the temple, those that are doing buying and selling there, he turned the table upside down. He called some Pharisees. They preach that they pretend to be worshiping God, but by their work, they are not worshiping God. Do you think in this modern time we don't have Pharisees? Do you think these people will come and tell you they are Pharisees? By their work, you shall know them. Open your eye. Open your eye, Biafran people and Nigerian people, because Nigeria they still have their country as Nigeria. And we Biafrans, we know who we are. Don't be scammed. Seize the opportunity. Let's get what we have get wrong before. Let's get it straight. We need to educate our people. Let them know what their problem is. I am a Christian. I am Mazioge Chukwu Nkure. I am a Christian. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe in Jehovah God, Chukwu Okike Abiyama. And I also know there is fake people that call upon the name of our Lord Jesus Christ in vain. A lot of them are scammers. A lot of them don't worship our God. A lot of them are Islamic jihadists, extreme one for that matter. They pretend to be whiter and whiter than snow by their work, by their deed. You can tell they are not for the interest of Christianity. As long as these people are not fighting for you, why do you still recognize them? I repeat, we call on United States of America to investigate and revoke the license for Adebayo, Kumuyi, and what is this other Oladipo? All these people, they are Pharisees. They don't worship our God. Please, for those that are, that have been following this organization, don't be offended. Yes, we have to speak the truth. We have to educate our people. It's better that you worship who will save your life. It's better you worship where you have your champion who will say the way it is, who will fight for you. Desist from your evil way. If the whole world can be talking about the killing that is happening in Nigeria and in Biafra land, and these so-called men of God can't even condemn it. Some of them actually saying otherwise, that there's nothing happening there. What does that tell you? And remember, in every society, religion shaping it up. Every society have the religion, have the God they worship. In every civilization, religion play vital part in shaping a society. And we as Christians, Christian brings civilization. We don't want to go back to dark age 1500 ago. In few days time, there is a hearing also coming up in Washington to tell you that here in Washington, the United States of America, Christians in America, they don't sleep. They having headache with the news of what is coming from Biafra land and in Nigeria about Christians that are being killed. They're doing everything they can to save the life of Christians. While you have the champion, those that are championing Christianity, the so-called that the GO, they are flying their private jet, plane, whatever, with their mansions everywhere, scamming people. They can't even condemn Islamic jihadist terrorists that is killing Christians. And you as a Biafra, you as a Biafra should be ashamed of yourself. On Sunday, you will carry your bag or Bible or tablet, laptop, whatever you use to go there and sing praises that don't go above the ceiling. Because God don't listen to hypocrites. God don't listen to fake. God don't listen to all these Pharisees. Prayer go nowhere. That is why some of you be praying for over 10, 20, 30 years. Nothing to show for it. Just like Bruce Femme. Bruce Femme claimed that he's fighting for Biafra or IPOB to be known. Nothing to show for it. All they do is to scam and take your money and destroy your mind for you to think right. Whoever that is not fighting for you, whoever that don't champion your cause for you to be free from persecution, from oppressor, from these jihadist terrorists, disease, that person don't meant well for you. As far as we Biafran people, we'll keep fighting, doing whatever we can. Please, I encourage every Biafra, support your freedom, Do everything you can to make sure that you support your freedom from your oppressor, to make sure you support your freedom by funding it. Please don't disappoint your people. Biafran people depend on us. Biafran people depend on you and I. Don't let anyone brainwash you in the name of religion. Majority of us are Christians, and we Christians deserve to defend Christianity. If you don't defend Christianity, will you defend Islamists? If you're one of those that support Islamic jihadist terrorists, that means you are one of the Pharisees. Like these people that can never condemn the killing against their own people. What does that tell you? Buy out the opportunity time, use the time you have wisely. Let's seize this moment. Thank you, fellow Biafrans. I'm still just going to hang in for a few. Biafra is here. Let us all support our freedom and do what is right. Our Minister of Information earlier, he said something about going to wine and dine with all these evil people. We're not going to be part of that. Whenever they are having their Chambo fundraising, we don't want to participate. Where Bruce Fame going to be? Where this fake World Igbo Congress, the ambassador group, and the AV or IV's American Igbo veteran, they never for the interest of Biafra. They never for the interest of Biafran Christian. Rather, they are for the interest of the one Nigerialist. They never campaign for our cause. It's all about their own, what they will benefit. Just like Adebayo, Oyedipo, Kumuyi, and all that. It's all about them. They don't care about you. Thank you from here. I'm just going to hang around for a few minutes before I go back to what I'm doing. Ndewo.
Dewo, our Excellency APM, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in Exile. Thank you for coming up to speak to us. Yes, so we always enjoy your submissions, your motivation, your words of encouragement to we be genuine Biafrans. Thank you so much. All right. We move the mic. If you have questions to ask our APM, you can go ahead. Rage. One.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
First of all, I want to say very special thank you to our honorable acting Prime Minister, Your Excellency. Thank you very much for all that you are doing for your people. The same equal or the same measure of love that our leader Onyedumazi Nnamdi and the Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, have for their people is the same measure of love that you also have for your people. Thank you for working day and night for the Biafran people. I greet you all great Biafrans all over the world. Honorable Minister of Information, you are so loved. The co-host, our beloved Madam Unki, I know how much we love you. And to every great comrade that is here present, Mazi Onyeka, Cyprian, David Nana, and every other person, our mother, Eunice, Minister Snow, the COS to the acting Prime Minister, the Biafra Republic government in exile, as well as our father Ben Uwabo, that is a veteran. I greet you all that are here present to brainstorm and speak about the freedom of the Biafran people. I will ask my question, but later, after I make my little submission, and that submission will go like Nigerian Christians and Christians all over that place they call Nigeria, from both Biafra land and Nigeria land. We should be eternally grateful to the Biafra Republic government in exile for what they have done. I said something the other time that there was a congressional hearing that the US lawmakers had with Nigeria. They invited a Nigerian bishop. Most of these congressmen and women were present in that hearing physically. But after the hearing, was there any result? Nothing was heard. Nothing was said. No media carried any news about the killing of Christians in Nigeria, in Biafra. They just look at the congressional briefing that the BRGIE had in Washington, D.C. Despite the fact that many of the congressmen and women were so engaged on that day and they could not make it, their presence was not available at that congressional briefing. Look at the aftermath of the congressional briefing. So every Christian must be eternally grateful to BRGIE for what they have done, for bringing the plight of Christians, the genocide that Christians go through under Nigeria, to light in Washington, D.C. And today, you see a lot of senators, a lot of lawmakers, media houses, both in the US and all over the world, speaking and condemning the genocide that is carried out against the Christians in Nigeria and in Biafra who are under Nigeria. Of a truth, when you see people from abroad, media houses, lawmakers, congressmen and women condemning the killing, but you can't hear any of the big names who call themselves Daddy Gio or Mommy Gio condemning this genocide. That tells you all you need to know. Your Excellency, the name is Adeboye, not Adebayo. For the record, the full name should be Enoch Adeboye. That is the pastor of the Redeemed Church of, one of the biggest churches you can ever find. But
We need the detail of their information. They're going to be investigated here in US. They can be operating the way they are as under Christianity, and they can't even advocate or fight for Christian in the same country they call Nigeria. Where are they from? So that's a red flag. So they will be investigated, and something definitely going to happen. Thank you.
thank you very much, Your Excellency. And it's quite pathetic the level of brainwash they have given to the Christians that are under them, you understand? To the point that it's like the Christians, the followers do not have the mind of their own, you understand? You spoke about tithe payment and stuff like that. Most Christians here, they will tell you, my tithe is between me and my God. But after the payment of your tithe, there are no good roads. After the payment of your tithe, these pastors who are working with the terrorist state of Nigeria to kill all of us, they build big schools that the children of the poor masses, of the poor worshippers cannot even attend. After the payment, no security. Now the pastors will give you apron to wear as your security, while the pastors guide themselves with a bulletproof vest, with armor tanks, with a number of soldiers and mobile police, you understand? So this is the level of brainwash that they have given to the ordinary worshippers, to the faithful Christians that are worshiping under them. It reminds me of a friend of mine, a very energetic guy, Ogaga by name. Ogaga means power. Ogaga, that is the name. He's a man that was well. I don't know what he was looking for, because for a period of time we cut off, we could not have communication with each other, not knowing that he connected with a church and the pastor told him to embark on 40 days and 40 nights fasting and prayer. It got me wondering, is he the one that killed Jesus? The next thing I heard, this very energetic man that was full of life, the next thing I heard was, my friend was dead. What happened? They say a pastor told him to fast for 40 days and 40 nights. At the end of the fasting, his intestine started getting decayed. His intestine was rusting, you understand? And he started vomiting his intestine. This was how he died. Which got me to ask the question that even me, as an earthly father, have a little daughter. She doesn't need to ask me for her need before I meet her need. Whenever she's not feeling fine, it is my duty to see that even if it is possible for me to exchange the sickness from her into my body and see that he is well, I will do it. I will run around to see that he is fine. Why will I fast and kill myself because I want to beg something? I want to beg for something from my heavenly Father. And the Bible says that if you that are evil, that are earthly fathers, if you that are evil and your earthly fathers will not give a stone to your child when he asks for something, how much more your heavenly Father? So this is the level of brainwash that we have been brainwashed under Nigeria, you understand? So that is why you see that most of them, they will not condemn the genocide that is being carried out against the Christians, against the poor worshippers. It is only few, the genuine ones. You hardly hear them like the one that is showing the evidence of mass grave and stuff like that. You hardly hear about this one because the man is so provoked to the point that his life does not matter to him at all. That is why he's coming up to speak. But the big GOs, you see them, these Yakilome, after they fry Jerry coin their head, you see the Oyedepo, you see the Adeboye, you see the House on the Rock Man. The House on the Rock Man was speaking before, but now it's not even speaking again. A lot of them, the one of Daystar, Sam Adeyemi, most of them have even run away from Nigeria because Nigeria is not comfortable for them again. The one at Deeper Life, that one has run away to the UK. So a lot of them like that. So you can never hear them speak to condemn the genocide that is being carried out against the Christians. This should tell you all you need to know. So when you say that these people should be investigated in the United States of America and in the West and all over Europe, it is if that could be possible, it will really be a welcome idea. And before I will ask my question, Your Excellency, I will sing this song. This is the land of my birth. I say this is the land of my birth. This is Biafra, my Biafra, the land of my birth. I will speak for the land of my birth. I will fight for the land of my birth. I will fight for Biafra, my Biafra, the land of my birth. I will liberate the land of my birth. I will free the land of my birth. I will liberate Biafra, my Biafra. Land will be free. I say this is the land of my birth. This is the land of my birth. I say this is Biafra, my Biafra, the land of my birth. So when you see Onyedu speaking, he said, I will agitate for Biafra. It is my right to agitate for Biafra. You that is free, you are not in chain, you are not locked up. Can you be bold to speak like Onyedu is speaking under chains today? He said he's not afraid to agitate for Biafra. He is not afraid to fight for Biafra. He is not afraid to agitate, to speak for Biafra. Can you say the same thing? How are you speaking for Biafra? How are you fighting for Biafra? When it is time for donation, you are not there. When it is time to do the needful, you are not there. But when it is time to quote philosophy, you will quote all this philosophy, speak all the whole grammar in this world. But when it is time to do the needful, I've told you that no matter the condemnation that America is going to give to Nigeria, no matter the sanction, they being placed under CPC, placed heavy sanction on them. That is not going to take away the Nigerian forces out of our land. It is left for me and you to liberate our people, to stop the killing of Christians, of our brothers and sisters. It is in our hands. It is with our donation. It is with our contribution. How are you fighting for this freedom? How are you fighting for Biafra, your beloved Biafra, the land of your birth, the land of your ancestors, the land that was handed over to you? How are you fighting to preserve this land? How are you fighting to liberate this land? That is $1 billion question that each and every one of us must ask. My question to you, Honorable Minister, Your Excellency, is: we were told that under IPOB that they used to pay $80,000 to the lobbyist.
Please don't go about if you talk about IPOB, cool, but don't go to about our lobbies, please. Thanks.
No, it's not really going deep. We are aware that even our lobbies today are very big. The amount they are paid is very little compared to what we are told. So, but the question is, how come that with the little that they are being paid today, a lot of congressmen and women have been met, a lot of lawmakers and decision makers have been met, but how come that people that were paid 80,000 naira could not even meet one lawmaker, even to the point that under BROGIE, we have entered White House in Washington, D.C. That is the capital of America, just like Aso Rock in Nigeria. BROGIE, Biafrans have entered there to have a congressional briefing. What would you? I don't know. What is the secret, sir? Then if you don't want to answer the question, no problem. Because when you look at the comparison, 10,000 versus 80,000, what happened? How are you doing it? Thank you very much. That is the question I wanted to ask.
All right, thank you very much. And to show that we Biafrans are Biafrans, we are not Nigeria, we are not Ududua. Earlier, when I mentioned the names of these people that have colluded with the terrorists because they support the terrorists, that's the reason why they don't speak against the Nigerian government. Nigerian government that have colluded with all these over 22 terrorists in that country. And the leaders of this so-called church, like Redeemed Church, Winners, and Deeper Life, and others, they do campaign for the politicians of that so-called Nigerian terrorist country. So, I was calling Adebayo, I think, whether I call Adebayo, Ladipo, or whatever. So, Adebayo, Redeemed Church, you all should tag the church called Redeem. Redeem Church, I believe they even in US here, there is their head office or headquarter or whatever. Why are Adebayo from Redeem Church? Why is he not speaking? We are not fighting religion. We are fighting the evil people that run into religion to deceive we Biafrans, to deceive the indigenous, so that people would fight for their right, so people would know who they are. Adebayo, have you condemned the killing? Adebayo supports almost all the politicians, especially the evil ones that are bringing the terrorists, that make him a terrorist. Oyedepo, Winners. All these people, their name will be submitted to US government. They will be investigated and they need to answer question. Why? Why didn't they condemn the killings? Why didn't they educate their followers what to do? Why didn't they speak up for the international community to come to rescue Christians in that country? Kumuyi, Deeper Life. He have relocated to UK. Where is he running to? Is he condemning the killing? Is he doing what is right as an elder, as a champion of Jesus Christ, as a champion of the congregation, as one to follow? Why are these people not condemning? And they do support the zoo terrorist country. It's very shameful. It's very shameful. Christians, wake up. Fight for your freedom. Fight alongside that minister of God who come to protect you, who come to save your life. Align yourself with whoever that wants you to live, with whoever that fight against your oppressor. Leave all these scammers, fraudsters. They are just there to benefit themselves. And remember, all these politicians from senator to governor to president candidate before president, they do visit these people churches and give them a huge amount of donation, bribery, and corruption. Just like when our Lord Jesus Christ was here, when he visited the temple and he threw the table upside down where they were doing selling and buying, just like Adebayo, Oyedepo, Kumuyi, and others. Thank you very much. We'll look into that because it's time to expose all these Sadducees, Pharisees, evil people that have brainwashed the indigenes of that country, both in Biafra land, in Nigeria, Oduduwa, and in Middle Belt. The Middle Belt, they call it, I forgot the country they want to be. They have brainwashed these people that they never taught them how to defend themselves or fight for their freedom. Instead, every 4 years, they make them go out and cast vote and vote another devil who will come and kill them more. Let me go to your question here. The answer is just like the same thing what I'm talking about, all these fake pastors and reverend or whatever they call their name with all this name that they are not even entitled to answer because they don't worship our God. If they do worship our God, they will speak up, defend us, defend Christian. They don't. Bruce Fame is like Levi. These two, they have the same character. Bruce Fame is a scammer. Bruce Fame is fraudulent. Bruce Fame, all he do is just to make the money of Biafrans that they are donating, paying him, but he never deliver because he never real. He's a gangster lawyer. He's not a lobby. Bruce Fame is not a lobbyist. I just want Biafrans to know that. He's just a lawyer. So a lobbyist have to be one who will lobby Biafran government with U.S. government. So he's neither none of this. So Bruce Fame is a fraudulent lawyer. He don't know what he's doing. He's just there to make Biafran people dry. That is the reason why for over 4 or 5 years, there is nothing to show for it. Nothing. Please, for those that we go and give those that this group your money, I don't know what to tell you. Please put your money where your money will work for you, and where it can be accountable for, where you can see what they are doing. Just like Brgie, for just after we hire our lobby, just a year and some months, we see a great achievement from Washington. That's what we're talking about. Because original is original, fake is fake. Our website, Biafra Republic Government Biafra Republic Government.org. Visit that website and you will see achievement. Then visit the other defunct coup plotters that have fallout from what we are doing. You can tell the difference. Or you visit the other one that form her own parody government. There's nothing there, no good news coming from there, nothing to offer. Original is original. Fake is fake. Pure is pure. Anything that is contaminated is contaminated. So please, Biafran people, let's seize this opportunity. Washington, D.C. is talking about Biafra, and they are talking about the killing going on in our territory, which the Islamic jihadist terrorists, they are the one doing that. It's happening all around the world. But the satellite, about a month ago, during one of my speech, I said, I can't wait until when the world will turn their satellites to monitor what is going on in our region. And it's happening today. In few days to come, there's still going to be an event in Washington. And the subject or title is still about Christians that have been killed in Biafra land or in Middle Belt or in other parts of Nigeria. Remember the Christians that are be killed in other parts of Nigeria, just like Middle Belt. Middle Belt, they are our neighbor. So the killing in Biafra land, why we're able to survive it today is that we have our BDF that is defending our land. That's why Biafra, fund your freedom. Biafra is here. We keep saying Biafra is here, Biafra is here. Some think we are joking. Nigeria is in a panic mode. Nigeria is about to explode. It's a time bomb that the time is kicking. And don't fall victim for all these people that will come and deceive you, just like Sowore. Few days ago, we endorsed Sowore on the protest, because protest for freedom of leader of Biafra is protest for Biafra. The same man, you can't eat from both sides or both, you know what I'm talking about. You have to choose which God you want to worship, where you belong. And he still endorsed a lady coming out from Anambra for election of what? There is no Nigeria election in Biafra land. Soludo enoha chaka shako. Aga patagiaka. Maybe there is no election in Biafra land. Whoever want to conduct Nigeria election should go to Nigeria. We are not Nigeria. My grandfather is not Nigerian. Our grandfather, our grandparents, we are not Nigeria. We have nothing in common. We have nothing in common with these Islamic jihadist terrorists that all they want is to kill us, destroy us, take our land from us. We cannot coexist. We tried, they force us into this marriage or this union. It never worked. We tried to make it work. It never worked. It didn't work. It will not work today, not tomorrow, because we have different ideology, different way of life. We are never the same people. Fellow Biafrans, wherever there is a darkness, when you turn on the light, what happened? Darkness disappear. When you turn off the light, darkness reappear. Both can't work together. We love humanity. We love every human being. No human being deserves to die. But if we can't live together, if we can't coexist, if we are different people, that is what it is. It's nature. Thank you, Regent Fury, for that question. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Please let me just conclude with 5 seconds. The truth is that to achieve a civilized nation, you need to have a country that is obedient to rule of law, and that is a product of accountability. But under Nigeria, you cannot hold corrupt leaders, Christian leaders, political leaders, terrorists, criminals. You cannot hold them accountable under Nigeria, because the terrorists, the criminals, the corrupt church leaders, they are the ones in charge of Nigeria. So how are you going to hold such people accountable? This is why everybody needs to unite for us to achieve our freedom. That is the beer. Thank you very much for answering that question. And once again, from Urubu Isoko, we want to say thank you very much for all that you are doing. Urubu Isoko State of Biafra, we really appreciate everything that you are doing for us. I yield the mic here.
All right. Thank you so much, Rich. That was a beautiful back and forth with our Honorable APM. Yeah, we enjoyed it. All right, let's bring His Excellency up again. Okay, so Maazin Anambra.
Yeah, thanks so much. All protocol observed. At wasting time. Right Honorable APM, I will not thank you enough for what you're doing for Biafran people. All I said May Chukwokike draw power from every genuine Biafran to add to yours to enable you to do what you're doing. We love you. More grace to your elbows. As in fact, when I see somebody who speak my mind, who acts the same genuine spirit, and speak what it is, the way it is, without minding who source is God, I used to be pleased. I want you to look into this. There is a man, one of these people you mentioned now in our land, that sew ordinary clothes and give it to our people as bulletproof. And this cloth has been killing our people. 50 of them were mowed down in a Boeing. I was looking for where this man will come and condemn it. I didn't see. The last thing I saw is that he acquired 3 Bombardier helicopter, 1 private jet. I said, okay, maybe they want to use the helicopter to go and fight that Fulani terrorist. What I saw is that they want to use it to win more soul for God. But the one he have won, he left them vulnerable. He goes, what he does, he will wear bulletproof inside and wear suit on top, then put the apron on top. More of law choosing is the terrorist, is killing our people. I want you to look into this. Because our people are being killed every day. Instead of to wear on the apron and say, see person wake up and say, I'm a choosing. Who are you? What kind of nonsense is this? That one is aside. Again, you have made my day speaking this, my night. I want us to look into the bishops in our land, like Bishop Wanaga. Recently, I read where somebody from Vatican was writing that that not only Christians are being killed from Vatican City. That is the complicit I'm talking about. Our people must understand. We have to be sincere to ourselves and call a spade a spade. We are not fighting religion, but we are talking about the criminals that are there deceiving our people. Okay, because even though I'm a traditionalist, you are my people. We have been existing before this thing come. So I can't follow because you are not, I will allow you to be killed. Because charity, they say, begins at home. So we have to look into this and call a spade a spade. And again, how is it possible that our people will be giving money to those who don't protect them, who use it for their selfish interests? Why those who are protecting them, that are doing the real work of God, they're not giving them that money? And if our land is not safe for crusade, would any pastor go to do crusade in our land? BDF, that make it possible. They are not telling their member to support them. I'm of the opinion that any pastor that are not encouraging their member to do what is right shouldn't do crusade in Biafra land. We must do what we have to do by force to get our freedom, because many who don't want to be free, we cannot allow them to continue deceiving our people in the name of God. Why they don't worship that God? Because we follow them now, they no longer do fake miracle. Because whatever they want to do, is do crusade, they will hire these RNG criminals, RNG mad people, RNG cripple, and they begin to roam around that area. Before you know it, they'll come in, a cripple walk. But somebody has kept 500 million for more than 5 years. If you know any cripple that any of these people cure in your village, bring it and take this 100 million. Nobody have ever come out. Isn't that not a red flag? That is my submission and question, sir. Thank you so much. Good number.
Thank you very much, Minister Nkudu. I always hear your voice, your thunder voice. You know, we are glad and happy to have somebody like you who speak it, say the way it is. One of the problems we have from time immemorial is terrorism. They use terrorism to instill fear in our people. Our people are so afraid. And the ones that are supposed to speak up, they feel gang up. They feel like if they say something, you know, the Nigerian terrorists will send an assassin or this terrorist group to come after them. So I encourage everyone to be bold. You know, just leave that fear behind you. No one have monopoly of violence. No one have license to come and take your life from you. If you don't fight, they will take your life from you. It's better you defend yourself. So we are not here to fight traditional worshippers or Christianity or Judaism. We are just condemning evil among them, evil people among them. Just like this great Senator Ted Cruz. I have met with him several times. I know his passion. I see it in his eyes. He's against oppressed people. He's against Islamists that is killing Christians just for no reason. Not like there's anything, maybe we are dragging land or any dispute going on, just for no reason, unprovoked. Somebody will, one nomadic, somebody will leave from Sahel, from another country, come into your territory with a gun and just keep shooting, killing innocent people. What the hell? It's just crazy. So, somebody like this great senator, he speak his mind, whether you like it or not. Be who you're supposed to be. Just be truthful to yourself. Stop playing politics with people's life. Just like Soludo, this evil man. Over 10 years ago, he was talking about Biafran people have the right to agitate for their freedom. This same idiot called Soludo was saying it. That man will not die better, man. He said the Biafran people have the right. And he tried to win the mind of Biafrans. And during election of what he actually is, that is it's called selection, actually. The election, the one he said he won, he didn't win that election either. So whatever he's doing is just to buy the mind of the people. But when he found himself into power, what happened? He turned 360 degree. He turned, make a U-turn and start fighting Biafrans again. Few days ago, he was talking about that God did not do any mistake to put us in Nigeria. Tell that man, I don't know what God is talking about. He probably talking about the God of his own terrorist God. He can go to Nigeria, and I believe Nigeria will welcome him in Abuja somewhere or in Sambisa Forest. He can go there and be their governor or whatever there. So people that don't want to speak the truth, they will die with their evil. They will always be guilty forever. And if you're a Biafra, till now, you know the truth, you refuse to do what is right, I don't know how you sleep at night. Remember what is happening in Hiamufu. Hiamufu, some of them there are your brothers, your sisters, your in-law, your nephew, your classmate. These are your countrymen and women. See how they are running out of their ancestral land. See how they have been killed. Some of the women have been raped and abused in several ways. You see what is happening in Okiwe, Arondi Zog, Eka, name it, Obibo, keep going. If that don't, make you, shed tears, break you down, I don't know who you are. I don't know if you are a human being or you're a devil. So it's time we really go back to who we are, do what is right, fight for our freedom. All over the world, people are fighting for their freedom. People want to be free. If we don't fight for our freedom, I don't know who will do that for us. We have our website where you can support our Honorable Minister of Information. I believe he talked about that earlier today. Biafra Republic Government.org. Just go there, support. You can, you can subscribe, monthly subscription, weekly, daily. Support your freedom. Don't go to Biafran Gov. That Biafran Gov is fraudulent. They have hijacked it. People that don't want our freedom to come, they have hijacked that website. Please, if you have any subscription from that old website, please cancel it. Our freedom is in our hand, will not be given to us in a platter of gold. That's just the truth. We just have to fight, and we have to fight against corrupt elders. Some of us, we have these Omunas elders, the ones with that red cap, are deceiving in the name of their elders. They have colluded, they work with the Nigerian terrorist state. We have to be careful, and we need to hold them accountable. You're talking about like somebody like Enyina Abaribe. The same thing before around 2015, before 2015, just because He wants the Biafran people. He wants to win their mind, their heart, to get their vote, to catapult himself, to help, for his political gain. All of a sudden, he don't even talk about Biafra anymore. Rather, he's fighting against Biafra. These are the evil men. He always have his red cap as well to identify himself as an evil human being. These people, we're going to hold them accountable, if not now, tomorrow. And for their family members as well, they better caution, talk to their parents, their uncle, their whatever, brother, advise them to do the right thing, because they are going to be held accountable. But yeah, so please do what is right by supporting your freedom. Our freedom is here, it's in our hand. We have to make some noise. We have to be the one to alert the international community of what is going on. Why others are doing, we'll be pushing here in Washington, D.C. We'll be campaigning. We'll be talking to them. We're also going to rub minds together to let them know what needs to be done in that region called Nigeria. And the territory, the surrounding neighbors, and in Biafra land as well, how there will be peace in that region. The peace will be people to go their separate ways. It happened in Europe. There is a time in Europe, there's a lot of chaos, war, fighting, tribal war, and all that. Then after Europe now, they now break Europe into group of or tribal, or you call it communities that understand themselves. That is exactly what we need to do in that region called Nigeria. People need to go back to who they are originally before this amalgamation or whatever they call it, that is not even helping us out. Rather, it's investment of the British Empire. So please, our freedom is not negotiable, and we want to be free. We want a better life for our people, so we can be able to have a suitable country. So we can be able to have a country where you can sleep at night without being scared that these terrorists are coming with AK-47 to kill you. So we can be able to have a country that its security will be one of the best. Can be able to have a country with steady electricity, good infrastructure, good neighborhood, everything that make life so sweet and adorable. So it's in our hand. It's not in the hand of United States of America or any other country. They can only help and assist us, but we have to do what is right. Please, in few days' time, we'll be having our fundraising. That means how we protect our vulnerable ones, our women, children, our citizens. Be part of that fundraising. Support your freedom is never a crime. Support your defense is never a crime. If everyone here can turn in, in the Zoom while the fundraising is going on, kindly support your freedom. It's a good thing to do. And on Sunday, instead of you taking your money to these fake men of God that are scamming you, bring your money to the house of Biafra, where the God of Biafra will use that money to save our vulnerable ones, our citizens, where we use the money to rebuild our nation and make our country better again and safe from these terrorists that have come to kill us. Thank you. Ndeu.
Thank you so much, sir. All right. Mazen Anambra, I hope you're okay. Yes, so, yeah. All right. Okay. Ancestral, are you ready?
Yeah, good evening, everybody.
Yes.
Am I coming out?
You are.
Okay, I'm greeting everybody on this space. It's been long. Network. We are in the state now, and there's no network, and rain has been falling since. So anytime I want to tweet network, there's no internet. But today is like the weather was fair. peace. So I want to thank everybody that's taking on the push for Biafra recognition. So on the what we are saying about this our people, the so-called Yoruba pastors and the Hausa pastor, Fulani pastors. If you can remember one time ago when our leader was still preaching, our leader Martin African, he said most of all these pastors are Muslims, especially the Yorubas, who changed to Christianity because they saw that there is money in Christianity. Most of them converted. Even then, our leader called all those their name, their Islamic name, their Muslim name. He called the name of Adeboye. He called the name of Oyedepo. He called the name of Mountain of Fire, Kumbuyi. All of them, they have their Islamic name. So don't even expect of any of them to condemn the killings of Christians. In short, I will say that these people, because they are Muslim, they are Islams, they are Fulani people, they even use this money, this tithe you pay for them, they even use it to support Boko Haram, killing Christians. So it is high time our people should learn their lessons. Stop giving your money to church and tithe. Though I have done it before, but I have come to realize that even if you pray from here now till this 1,000,000 years, nothing is going to happen except you put your hand into work. Then even if you pray from now till next year to come, if the government does not put the road in order, tie the road, if you carry your motor and go to this thing, you get an accident and die. It is the government that owns everything, that puts everything in space or all right. So we should forget about that we are praying for work or anything. There is no work in Nigeria. So many people that are going to the church, they depositing money, they want to sow seed for work. It is a lie. Work cannot come except you put your hand in and create the work by yourself. And the government is not doing anything. So all these people that are Islam, all these pastors, that's why they are not talking about the killing of Christians. Imagine, it is only some Biafran pastors who are originally Christians that most of them that are talking against the killings of Christians. But watch it from Yoruba and outside this thing. Okay, you see the other guy that recently changed, Pastor Suleiman. All we know. It's not even that it is too far that when we are or not. It's this current generation that even a newborn baby knows. Pastor Suleiman was once time a Muslim. We all know how he converted to Christianity. All of them, they have the agenda of what? Of jihad. So they will convert some people to Christianity. They will convert from Islam to Christianity. So that they will make the heart of our people to be meek, so that we cannot think. They will deceive our people. So that's I want to say. The only thing you have to say we have to fund. Then our APM, please. I want to ask some questions. I don't know if you like. You can answer it. If you don't like, please. There's some time ago, about how many weeks ago, this guy Van 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 was hosting a program in their space. So they brought in this Prince Richard Chimezie, the one in Bakassi. So they were talking something, and I didn't really understand. Later, I went to their broadcast, and they were saying Chimezie he called you, did not pick his call, this or that. So I don't want to know whether Chimezie have joined them, or please can you give more clearness or throw more light on that? Thank you.
First of all, I will take the last question. I'm not here to discuss about our security issue. That is internal, so it's not something I will be talking about. And again, I just want to let Biafrans know that when we talk about religion, it's a sensitive issue. We are not here to attack Christianity, and we have a lot of great men and women. Even in our cabinet, we have one Bishop Comfort. She's supporting what we are doing. She might probably even be here. In Biafra land, we have some good men and women of faith that follow Jesus Christ. We have some good pastors, good reverend. So if you identify one of these people, yeah, you can attend their churches and do what is right, pay your tithe, as long as you know they are supporting our community. The most important thing is that as long as this pastor, reverend, whatever title, whatever you call him, is supporting your own freedom, supporting the community. Yes, because it go both way. So when you identify those that are speaking from both sides of their mouth, you can tell by their fruit. You can tell who they worship or what which God they are worshiping or where they are. So we have even here some great news from so many men of God from Biafra land that have spoken and also educate their followers on what to do. So we encourage them. If you're one of them and you're listening to what we are saying today, Jisike, just keep the faith, do what is right. And for the congregation members that are attending such gathering, we appreciate you. Thank you all. Just keep doing what you are doing and keep fighting for your freedom as well and support your freedom. And for those that are going where they scam them every Sunday, it's time that you pack your load and leave. Leave. If your pastor, your reverend, whoever is called, is not talking about Biafra, because Biafra for now is where we'll be free. We can't be talking about heaven while we are not free here first. We can't be talking about Abuja while we are not free in Biafra land. We can't be talking about Lagos while we are not free in Biafra land. We can't be talking about US while we are free in Biafra land. No, we have to start talking about freedom from Biafra first. How we'll be free from this Islamic jihadist terrorist that is coming to ravage and take over our land and commit all this manner of atrocity against Biafran people. Mazi, sorry that I didn't answer the other question, but I'm not here to discuss about our security issue here. Okay, thank you very much.
No, it's no problem. I said if you like, you can answer. No problem. No problem. Thank you.
Yeah, but we don't have any problem with our security. Okay, we are intact. Thank you.
We continue. Mazi Ancestral, first and foremost, you said you jump into some broadcasts where they are saying something and then you say you did not understand. And then instead of you to ask those same people that were doing their propaganda so that you will understand, you now brought the matter for us to come and discuss something that we are not the one that brought it to the media. Okay, first and foremost, I don't know, since our PM was here to this time, whether there has ever been a day that anybody from the Defense Council comes for live interview to the media. Like APM said, he's not here to discuss anything defense. The only person that you normally see that come to speak for the defense is the chairman of the Defense Council. So I don't know when some of you now started having a direct media interview with the defense general that are fighting war, men that are having a war to fight in the battlefield. Then they will leave the battle that they are fighting and then they will be sitting down with you to have a direct conversation in the media every day. Please, if you are for this very Biafra, you need to watch and know who comes to speak for the defense, who is the chairman of the Defense Council, and when and how you have to take messages. So you will be open to hear more of people coming to say they are speaking for defense or they are speaking for this side and speaking for this side. But you know the chairman of the defense council, right? Mhm. So when you see him, at times he even hosts programs, Minister Success. When he comes, he's coming to give you update about the defense council. And you normally see uh, uh, General Angel Michael or General Gentle come and drop.
And the makeup.
Okay. So I don't know.
Brigadier General.
Okay. I don't know when some of you met new people to be coming to have an interview for you. I don't know if people have a new defense that is working for a different purpose. Please, we have only one defense council, and the chairman of that defense council is Minister Success, right from time immemorial to this very day. And then you have the chief of the defense staff, which is General Igwe Butuzu. So please, let us be guided, because the same people that you will see that come out and start talking nonsense on the media, they are the same people that will come back through the back door and be saying some other thing. But if you want to enjoy social media saga, then you join them in dancing naked in the market square. But when you are done dancing naked, you can come back to meet the chairman of the defense council, because this is not time for us to walk like animals that have no control. Everything are done orderly, and there is coordination of things. Thank you so much. Please, media team, defense matters I have warned severally that is not for the media discussion. Anything you don't hear that is officially coming from the defense council, ignore it. Take it as part of the propaganda machines that has emanated to be able to derail the focus of Biafrans. So you will be seeing more of this. So when APM is not commenting anything on it, I'm not, the defense council is not commenting on anything on it, then you know that these propagandas and these things that you see is a way of coming to condemn your energy. Because we cannot be building house and then we are the one coming back to come and start using bulldozer. So anytime you see that I wake up one day and start using bulldozer to bulldoze the house, which I also use my hand to build and sacrifice day and night, then you should ask me, Sonny, has the spirit of Satan entered you? Or has the spirit of Ogbabia seekers entered you? Or has the spirit of Ifejuna entered you? Then I will answer you and reply you. Please pray for me. It be like say, they don't carry me. Oh, I leave my mic here.
Thank you so much, our information minister. All right. Yeah. Dr. Mbatu, longest time. Hardcore. Go ahead, my brother. That is if you're close to your phone. Yeah, if you're not, Dr. David can go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you so much, our sister Nkiru. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Our information minister, greetings from here. His Excellency, the Acting Prime Minister, Biafran Republic Government in Exile. Greetings from here, fellow Biafrans. I greet each and every one of us and lovers of freedom. You are welcome. My APM, I just have this question for you. You see, since after the 20th of September, Biafran congressional briefing that happened in Washington, D.C., there have been a lot of positive news in regards to Biafran restoration, as well as the speaking out of a lot of politicians, more importantly, the American representatives in government, to be very frank, Ted Cruz have been outspoken. Even the Nigerian government in their news media, they have acknowledged in one of their reportage that it is the actions of the Biafran Republic government in exile that mitigated the responses that is coming from Washington, D.C. against Nigeria. In other words, they have acknowledged the fact that Biafran Republic government in exile is really working assiduously to make sure that Nigeria is held accountable for the atrocities against Biafrans as well as Nigerians as well. My question to you is this, since people now understand that the actions that you have taken is yielding positive results against Nigeria in Washington, D.C., have there been improvement in the calls that you receive, in the people that try to, contact you, seeing that they now know that you are in charge of Brgie? Have there been any contact from people who were skeptical or we are not sure of who is actually piloting the Biafran affairs to you as regards to the information that is coming from Washington, D.C., sir?
So David, I hope he heard your talking. Yeah, His Excellency, are you there? All right, Dr. David, we'll move the mic then. When he comes back. Okay, Chooks.
Hey, hold on. What was the
Okay.
question? I don't know if APM is out of its phone there or network. What was the question? Because me too, I was far away from the device.
Okay. My question to the APM, you see, because of the congressional briefing, Biafra congressional briefing that happened on the month of September, there have been a lot of, positive information that is coming in regards to acknowledgement of Biafra as the government in charge. And even the Nigerian government reportage acknowledged the fact that the actions that America are taking against Nigeria is as a result of the diplomatic overtures of our APM and Brgie. Now, my question to our APM is to know, since a lot of people were skeptical, not knowing actually who is in charge of Biafran Republic government in exile, who is actually doing the right thing, and now that the Nigerian government have now been able to speak out and acknowledge the fact that it is the BRGIE that is doing some, dirty work in Washington, D.C. that is actually affecting them, have people been able to now try to contact our APM in order to, join the movement or support in what we are doing for the restoration of Biafra?
Okay, I got your point now. APM, are you there? Okay, I think APM is not there. So, if you are talking about people from diaspora or homeland, a lot of people are still on the fence, while some are coming back. It is not the pronouncement of Nigerian terrorist government accepting or announcing that they have come to realize that BRGI are the one flocking them from exile that will motivate people. It's just that some people are just generational saboteurs and generational illiterate. Yeah, because you don't need Nigerian terrorist government validation or pronouncement of BRGI as your government before you should come and join in supporting your freedom. So those that know what they want, they know how far they have come and what gave birth to the independence of Biafra, the declaration and the restoration that we have at hand, and through which government that the BDF that is taking care of the homeland were unveiled, and through which governments that went to the US government to table the matters of Biafra on a congressional testimony, which is available to the US government and also on the briefing. There are people that just will be shouting Biafra with you, and then when it is time to tell them, please come and wear the uniform and come out, they all chicken out. The video I played at the beginning of the program is a visit in, I think, California in 2015, where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu visited Biafrans in the US. And he was telling them the need for them to rise up and come and support and join what we are doing financially, because we need sticks and we need granite to be able to repel the terrorists, else they will overwhelm our land and take us all over. And you will be surprised that someone that has security in America and knows what security is all about is telling you, I am confused. So are you saying that we need to go and carry weapons before we can defend ourselves against Boko Haram terrorists? The other one was asking, do you mean that if I come and join now, I will not be able to go to Nigeria again? If I go to Nigeria, they will arrest me and lock me up because I have identified myself as a Biafran. Hey! So, I said, David, are these the kind of people that you're waiting to come after Nigeria after Nigeria have now come out and say, we have come to understand that it is BRGI, every led by Nkere, that is causing us the problem in America. These are the people that are actually fighting for one Nigeria to continue. These are the people that clap for Martin Nnamdi Kanu and say, yes, go forward. We are solidly behind you. Immediately he was kidnapped. They all betrayed him and walked to his kidnap. And then they came back to go and support Peter Obi for one Nigeria. They came back to come and support the Anambra election of Soludo for one Nigeria to continue. They now became against every ethics and patterns that our PM and all of us here brought to the table to move Biafra forward. So the same World Labour Congress are the people that had meeting with us, and they were vehemently against us bringing Biafra. They rather preferred Igbo presidency. They preferred Soludo to continue to make us dry to the interest of one Nigeria. So anyone that is waiting for Nigerian terrorist government to have said, oh, they acknowledge that it is what BRCI did in Washington, D.C. that is causing them pain now, that is bringing out the Christian genocide narrative, that person is not for Biafra. Yes, that person is the kind of people that come to do showy display in the media just for self-gratification and glory. Because if you need freedom, you don't need people to come and start carrying flag and make public statements to glorify what you're doing before you accept that you are a Biafran. Biafra speaks inside your blood. Biafra is in your veins. Nobody can take that identity from you. So if you now wait for Nigeria to tell you, oh, you are a Biafra, oh, your Biafra is gaining weight, oh, your government is doing something, before you now come and start supporting financially, it means you are a big fool. And even when Boko Haram is pointing gun on your head and cutting off your head, you will not still come back to your senses. Your own case is far worse than even the Christian Association of Nigerian chairman that Boko Haram cut off the head. Because then they were still preaching that there is no genocide. they were still preaching one Nigeria until the Boko Haram cut off their head, cut the first one, cut the second one, cut the third one. They did not still realize. It is now that in 2024 and 2025, the thing has become very clear now that they now come back to realize and say, oh, so this thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was talking about was true. Oh, let us now say it the way it is, Christian genocide. Even as they're saying it with fear. So we are calling on all Biafrans. That is why the media team are on the media every day educating everyone that the Biafra that we are fighting for is not to lord it on anybody. No. It is not to we're not seeking for this Biafra to lord it on anybody. This Biafra is our identity, and we want everyone to understand that me alone cannot do it and bring it to fruition. The APM alone will not. Nkiru alone, or you, Mazi David, or Rage, or Hardcore, or Chooks, or Mazi Onyeka alone will not be able to do it. So we need every hands on deck. But don't sit down to wait that Nkiru can have to come and kneel down for you and beg you as if it is our own personal business. Don't wait that Mazi David will come and kneel down and beg you because it's our own personal business. Don't wait for Hardcore or Onyeka or Chooks to come and kneel down and beg you because it is our personal business, because she is earning some percentage from it. No. Ojukwu spent so much of his father's wealth to harness the Biafra independence. What did they pay him back? Betrayal and sabotage. To the point that even those in his cabinet who did not contribute 90% of his father's wealth to harness Biafra independence like Ojukwu did, they wanted to cut off the Ojukwu's head and Philip Effiong, those that were in his cabinet. Now look at our APM here now. He doesn't have much, but he is putting in all that he has. But how are Biafrans repaying him back? All you hear is sabotage of his name, scandalize his name, incriminate his name in different ways. So has he done more than what Ojukwu did? Is it the Elias now and Dabiri who are not even Biafrans? These are people that are foreigners that we hire their services to do work for Biafran people. And then same Biafrans are now criminalizing their profiles. So will those kind of Biafrans be waiting for Nigerian government to now come to accept that, oh, Elias lobbying work in Washington, D.C. for Biafra independence has caused Nigeria pain, and they are the real people working for Biafra before they will now come? After they have gone there to destroy the name of Elias and Dabiri all through. Then they now wait for Nigeria to validate. People need Nigeria to validate what you're doing, or to come and tell you, oh, the real enemy that is working to destroy Nigeria, this one, before you now come to support. How many of them had supported Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? When Nigeria had kidnapped and arrested Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before and locked him up for many years, the day they went to kill him in his house, and then he survived, how many of them were looking for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for over 3 years? They all went back to their different businesses and lives. Nobody cared about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu until the day that one appeared to speak on television from Israel. So if they did not go to look for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is it when Nigerian terrorists now imprison our prime minister and Finland? Is it when they say they have killed all our Biafra defense forces? They killed them the first time, they killed them the second time, they killed them the third time, and then they still exist. Is it when they have claimed to have killed all our Biafra defense forces? Is it when they have now come to call our APM to be the mind behind their destruction in Nigeria? Some people want it that until when they cut off their head, the Thomas Ekwekwe they their brain now will not even go out. So
My minister,
yes, sir.
before you conclude, you
Yes.
see, the reason why I raised this issue is because, you know, when after the restoration of the declaration that happened last year, a lot of people were indifferent. A lot of people were sitting on the fence. We are saying, oh, they don't know who to follow. They don't know who is doing the right thing. And they don't know, everybody just want to stay and watch, including a lot of people, which you, our information minister, that are in the back channel of
Why Chineke?
BWOC.
Why Chineke? Calm down. Don't go too far. See,
Okay.
there is no amount of deliverance or preaching that will change a goat to a lion. And a goat can never become a lion because of baptism. Even when you give a goat fresh dog head, that is a food that a lion should eat, and give it to that goat so that the goat will eat, and then his mindset and sensory membranes will now turn to that of a lion. That goat can never be transformed to a lion. I wanted to check.
You are right.
I wanted to check everybody that have been with us in this Biafra freedom since Onyendu was kidnapped. Let us use that one. Since Onyendu was kidnapped from 2021 down to this very day, you see people are always confused. So why is it that your brains are always confused? There was a time they said they do juju, and even PM said the juju catch them. Some other people said the juju catch them. Why the juju they catch some selective people, and the juju no catch Sonny? They ask question. Why this juju they catch some people, then they know they catch some people. So everything that they do and every manipulation that they do, you will always be hijacked. That means you don't have stability. You don't have mental toughness. You don't have consistency. Some people that said, oh, they are on the fence. Even some of people that you said now in BWOC. Can you see? If you ask a question now, BWOC were the publishers team. And then on the kidnap or on the imprisonment of Prime Minister, they now fizzle out. So how have they been useful to the Biafran people since then? And if God did not raise another team of publishers that have been publishing and writing articles, which we have a very viable publishing team now, if God did not raise them, what would have been happening? You see, when you become useless, God will make some other people useful. There are a series of talent inside many of us. So at times, some people that came forth who decided to become useless actually were blocking the exploration of some other people's talent. So by the time God says that this your time and your service is useless and you're using it to do shakara, that is when you become very useless, and then God bring out some other people that are very, very important and very exclusive. Just check out some of the publications that is coming out from our publishing team now. Excellent work. And they do so well to capture everything. If you call them to come and even explain and narrate everything, they are there without my presence. So those people you call names now, where are they now? And since they back off to sit on the fence, has the media publication team not been going on? Have they not been doing wonders? There are some other people that, I don't know where to go. I am continue to be confused and sit down on the fence until Boko Haram come and take you on the fence. Since our Oyendu was kidnapped and since our PM was imprisoned, has Boko Haram said that they are confused? Have they been confused in their strategy to eliminate people in the homeland? Instead, the Boko Haram terrorists are becoming more sophisticated. You now hear that they have over 23 terrorist groups, and they are all working to one cause, jihad. You don't see these other groups standing up to say they want to be superior. All of them are lying. This one will fight in this region. This one is fighting in this region. They are all fighting for one same cause. to destroy Nigeria and take it over to be Islamic State. So our people that say they are confused, please, when you see them being confused, pray for them. If their confusion can multiply, so that Boko Haram terrorists will eliminate them while they are confused. Because if Boko Haram terrorists don't
You
know
say,
why they are
you
confused,
say,
their brains will not be open. Mhm. If Boko Haram terrorists capture them, finish them while they are still confused, they have been confused. They have been confused since 2024 to now. 2025 is finishing and they're still confused. So we really need Boko Haram terrorists to visit them so that their confusion will end in the other war. They won't watch anything.
you say,
So
you say,
Biafrans that have their brains useful, they are coming back to join and to contribute from where they stopped. But those that their brains have been already sold to Boko Haram to use as sacrificial lamb, they will continue to be confused till Boko Haram take them over. So thank you, and please
Yes,
let's manage.
what I want to add, what I want to add,
Hold
my
on, Machineke.
minister, what I want to add,
Hold on. No, can you
what
hear
I
me?
want to add is that,
Can you hear me, Mazide?
yes, I can,
Please, let's
I can.
curtail our speaking time to three minutes because we have to wrap up. Thank you so much.
Okay, just a minute. I just want to tell our government, our APM, that his work and the activities of our lobbyists are paying off dividends. Seriously, because last week alone, those of them who are from the Directorate of Saboteurs, IPOB Nigeria, most of them were now seeing what was happening, and they were surprised at the pace at which we are going. And even you, it will surprise you to know that Osaji reached out and was trying to, because we are talking during the time our leader was here, doing things together until they started fighting our PM. But I was surprised after seeing all that, the positive things that are coming through the BRGIE. He was now trying to reach out and trying to see if we can start communication. And I said, no, until you people understand that you people saw this government and try to destroy whatever we did, that you have to go and start asking the gods for forgiveness. So in other words, what I'm trying to say is that the government have been able to prove to those who never believe on this government that yes, the government of BRGIE is in charge of this liberation. Thank you.
Machineke, thank you for bringing that up. What has Usoji been contributing to this Biafran cause from when Mazinam Dekano was here? Because now, what we need now is money, resources, and intellect. We need money, we need resources, and intellect. So I'm asking, what has Usoji been contributing to this Biafran
no, nothing. You know, the committed thing, nothing.
So everyone that are coming back, please, you are all welcome. But what we need from you as you come back is your resources, your money, your intellect. Yes. Your resources, your money, your intellect. We don't have money to come and share to Usoji. Yes. Rather, we need his own money. Because this is what these people have been doing for the past years. They collect money and they share the money. They eat the money. Whereas all of you here in this media team, you're sacrificing your time for the media. You're sacrificing your resources. You're sacrificing your family. You're sacrificing the pleasure you should be having with your family as we speak now. Some of you are speaking from work. As I speak, I'm speaking from work. And every town hall meeting and fundraising, I'm speaking from work. I don't remember the last time that I have had any meeting in this government in my house. Town hall meeting, fundraising, everything is in the workplace. That is why at times you people will hear client making noise around. I'm at work. I do everything at workplace. All of you here are sacrificing your money. The same thing to APM. APM will be speaking like you saw him speak before. He did work. And when he come up for work so now, Is either he have meeting in Washington DC, he will close down his office and then be driving for like 2 to 3, 4 hours to get to Washington DC. He will now spend extra 4 to 5 hours, and he will still spend his money on top. Nobody is paying him. Oh, nobody is paying any of us. So we are not collecting grant or any allowances, but we are using our own money to add. We are using our time and our energy, everything we have. But what did the Uzoji group of IPOB political party do? The money that we contributed, when we used to contribute to send to ESN, and when we contribute all the monthly dues, and then we send it to the capital. How many times have I not sent receipt from our people here to pay down to IPOB when we were still under their command? What do they do with the money? If you go through their previous broadcasts, there are broadcasts that Usoji later came to do and said this is how they were sharing IPOB money, donations that people make. They use their mouth to do the confession. We say, Omiomio share like this, Chinasa share like this, Austin Agbaye share like this. So we don't need Judge Onyibe. We don't need people that will come to be asking us to give them salary and come to be asking us to give them money. No, we need people that we will collect money from them, collect their intellect, collect their resources, and collect everything that they have. And also collect their family. Yes, because as we speak now, all of you here now, you have families. Time that you should be spending with your families, your babies and children, your concubines, your sugar daddy and sugar mommies, even with friends that you now go out to have fun. There are some people that are in the club now enjoying their money. Yes. So we want people like you now that are giving us your family time, your business time, your monetary time, your enjoyment time, and everything. You dissatisfy yourself, but to make Biafra to come. Those are the kind of people that we are looking for, which Oyendo talked about. People that are ready to sacrifice anything to make Biafra come. Going forward and never looking back and not changing the goalposts. Those are the kind of people we need. If we have hundreds of you doing that every day, I tell you, we will not even be waiting for anybody that is standing on the fence. So please, continue to convince them. Tell Usochi. No, when you see them coming, don't turn them down. Educate them. Yes, educate them and tell them this is the government that we have built. This is what we expect from any of you that are coming back from anywhere. If you are ready to go with this and deliver this to the government that we have, then start doing it. Don't come to tell us where we should put you. No, start delivering something. It is your fruit that we will now know who you are and what you can deliver. From there, if we see Usoji today open his platform and start propagating the message of BRGI and the achievement and what we are doing, I will be the first person to share that is broadcast. Yes, because he's promoting the achievement of BRGI. Go and tell him that I said, if I see him tomorrow, start promoting the achievement of BRGI, because the media is powerful. If he uses his mouth that he used to condemn autopilot before, that time we were still autopilot. I know the bullet that we collected from this man. I know the fight we fought. So I don't hold that one against. That is why I say we are in freedom fighting. So we expect to see all this bullshit. So as it stands here now, and he says he is back to his senses, I want to see his senses reset by starting to promote BRGI. And when he do it, please send me his video. I will share it for Biafrans to go and follow, so that the awareness that is creating will also enter. And people will know, oh, Usoji has come back to his senses. So he's promoting the BRGIA that is actually making things happen. Yes, I'll be very happy to see that one soul out of millions have been received back in good faith. That is what the Bible let us know. That God is so happy that one soul is repented and is coming back to do what is good for humanity. So please, Master David, educate them and let them know how far we have gone and what we expect from anyone. And also, this also applies to the BWOC members, which you talked about, because some of them may be shaming shy. Yeah, they may be shaming shy to come back and to show up and start doing something because they will see, oh, we have committed, oh, we've been on defense all this while. Okay, if everybody went to defense, who would have salvaged the government for there to be remnants that they will now come to pick now? I know these are some of the cold feet that they will be having that they don't want to come out. They are shaming shy. Please tell them that you should forget about shaming shy. They should come back and then start doing what they know how to do best. When we see them do it, it's just for them to give Biafran people one day apology. One day apology, and then I will assent to it. The media team will accept them back as far as they come back to do what they've been doing. We just need your good work. I said it before. Me and only David, me and only APM, me and only Nkuru, me and only Hardcore, me and only Reg, me and only Choose, me and only Onyeka cannot make it all happen. We need every hands on deck. In as much as you have all sabotaged us in different ways. But if you turn your back today and then come back with your reasons and you're fully ready to support your freedom, support it. What we need from you is your money, your intellect, your sacrifices, your resources, your family time. Because that is what we have all been doing here, which all of you call us Mumu all this while. Because as you're enjoying with your family now, we are not there enjoying our own. We are the Mumu now, sacrificing our Mumu time for Biafra. So please, we want to see everybody understand how Mumu we have become for the past month. And then also come and join us to be the Mumu in saving Biafra. So please educate them more. We don't reject them. We don't push them away when we see that they are coming back. Let them all come. Our arms are wide open. Thank you so much.
All right. That was lovely. Yeah. From my information minister and Dr. David. Okay. Jukes. Jukes, 3 minutes, please. Yeah. And Norma, 3 minutes as well. All right. Jukes.
Nkiru, could I be in a chick surgeon? I am a problem.
Not no battle. Not no battle. Maybe I need to.
Okay. Like I call you like my information minister. Sorry, I don't live in a bedroom, so I have to endure. Good morning, Biafran.
Yes, sir.
Am I coming out?
You are.
Okay, my greetings to all Biafrans and to everyone that is present here today. Mazia Barawa, Dalo.
Your voice is echoing.
Really? Wait, please, just give me 10 seconds. Okay.
Okay.
Am I coming out now?
Yeah.
Okay. Still echoing?
No, better.
Okay, so I want to greet everyone. Put the number. Only Waka. Our Punisher, His Excellency, Mazi Ogechukunkere, Etare, Chineke na Chandiro, the chairman of the Apollo government, because we are dealing with them. I greet you, sir. You are doing amazingly well. The likes of you and our information minister have proven that there are still men who cannot sell their land for the enemy to occupy, no matter the pressure. Thank you all for standing for us. And to all the media teams, I greet you all. Keep apologizing for my absence. The time frame changed and is affecting. I understand. I have no question for my acting Prime Minister because he's doing amazingly well. That's the point. All I have to give Biafrans is encouragement. Because most of us here, friends and well-wishing relatives, when they hear us talking about Biafra, they see us as people who what is this one saying? This boy, this girl, this woman, every time Biafra, Biafra. Don't worry. Do not worry yourself. Neglect them. The most important thing is that thing you are doing to ensure the freedom of Biafra. And as you are doing it, you're contributing your money, compiling your receipts, you are keeping them, keep them quiet. When the time comes, when the hour comes, you will be smiling. And they will be the one regretting. Because you cannot farm and the time of harvest, another person will come and harvest. It is not done anywhere. Even in the so-called Bible that people read, they say that whatever you sow, that you shall reap. So I'm encouraging Biafrans. And for those back home, no matter how little you have, do not give up. The people who were unalived at Benue State, at Sokoto Plateau, if they had a platform where they would have put some money for someone to defend it, they would have done that. But they never had such opportunity. We are the only people, the only nation, the only tribe that have such opportunity where group of men and women came out in thousands in their name and say, I will defend you, I will die for you. Now they are now begging you, please support them. The only reason why they have not invaded the whole of Biafra land like they are doing in the north is because of these men. They work out to support them. Inside that shop you are staying, they even bring electric bill that you don't even have electricity, you pay it. Aboro will come out in the money, save tax, you pay tax. You will even buy free food for people. So even you dash beggars money, the same house people that are begging along that market, you will dash almost 1,000 a day because your pastor have told you that God loves a cheerful giver. But they cannot give for your freedom. They cannot support that which will give your children and generation yet unborn a privilege to exist as human. You lock up your heart, you tighten it. Is it when Fulani begin to invade your villages, begin to chase you from that market, that main market, that Totanga market, that you will now begin to look for the very Republic of Benin exile? As in Ibadan, about some Mary, Mobuno Bizo, Kagari de Kiri Kwayon, Wangwa, and Meganodachi. Like I always said, nobody is coming to help you. Our APN just said it now. America can only support you. And that support will come when they see the flames of what you are doing. Because I'm begging all Biafrans. It's not only in Igbo land, but in Etanang, but in Goja, everywhere, even in River Crosser area, everywhere you are hearing this voice. Look for the website and make your donation. It is very simple and easy. That money that you don't want to give, they are coming to take it from you. Next year is coming. You know what is 20% of any income that comes to your account? This is what these demons. And who are they planning all this thing for? Their friends, because we are the one on day-to-day transaction. As soon as you are like this now, someone will just pay you maybe, let's say 100,000. Automatically government owes 20% of that money for doing nothing for you. They borrow money and we are paying. But the one they're asking you to pay, that it will be for your freedom, you neglect it. Let us use our tongue to count our teeth. Nobody is coming to help us. Everyone, everyone, everyone. And in the end, all must hail Biafra.
Biafra.
Love you all.
Yes, so love you too, hardcore. That was lovely. We must step up our game. If you're contributing 5 Ejima, triple it. This is war time. Okay, where is Mazunika? You know we're rounding up.
Just one word. Just one word. They protested. There's one international body that's pushing that task because of the money Nigeria borrowed. Remember, they borrowed that money and they skip you, they did not give you. So if you are paying that task, you are paying that debt they borrowed. Be wise. Remove your money from Nigeria Bank, put it in IOE loan.
They were. Yeah, very important. Okay. Nyama, are you ready? Before we go to Chooks.
Go and resubscribe to their weekly donation, monthly, 2 times in a week, or 1 time in 2 weeks, or 2 times in 1 week, or 2 times in 2 weeks, and your crowdfunders group, which you've been in on Telegram, that was launched by Honorable Nki. So please, we're reminding you all that our website is fully functional now. Go and reactivate your recurring subscriptions so that you can sit at the comfort of your home and your 10 Ejema, 20 Ejema, 50, 100, 1,500 will be dropping in the website to support Biafra freedom without any stress. Please. They say we are begging for money, and I will continue to beg. I've been begging like this since 2021 that Oyendo was kidnapped. And I will continue to be begging until when I see that we have achieved what we want. And then you will not see my face again begging. So for now, let me be the beggar that you know. Yes, because it is not about me. It's about the babies that are coming to be. It's about the future generation that are coming to be. It's about not allowing the jihadist terrorists that are cutting off heads of babies, women, and children, where the pastor was lamenting that he's tired of burying babies, women, and children in Plateau, Zamfara, and Benue State, and also in Borno. You see, it is one thing to even have somebody to carry your dead body and bury. It is another thing that you don't even have someone that is standing to carry your remains to bury. So when you see Boko Haram terrorists eliminate some people in the far bush of Zamfara and Borno, Benue, and then they do the video and put it online, who do you think go to carry the remains of those people to bury? Their remains are fed to the vultures. Their remains are fed to the vultures. That is, if there are vultures around. If there are no vultures, maybe the reptiles will come and feed on their remains.
They use dog. They have dogs, sir. Dogs that are used to detect where human beings are. They give them the dog to eat.
Okay. That's another revelation. So, please, we are begging on everyone, and we continue to beg. Go and subscribe to your donations on the website and let it be going out as it's supposed to be. Thank you so much. Madam Ki, over to you.
Neomangwan.
Hello, hello everyone. Am I coming out?
You are.
Day one, umunnem, day one. Nyabuna naranka netia. God bless you all for all you are doing for the freedom of our people. Nyabuna jisi kebiko. My greetings to our Odogu APM, His Excellency Ogechukwu Nkere Namjisike. Oh, we are praying for you and all of you. So that Barawa and they won them. Jisike. Oh, yeah. I have been following since, but I just want to appreciate you all for all your endeavors. Everybody, Okudinamba, Nkudinamba, Nkudinamba negere, Mbanri, na, Jisike. Oh, Madam Nki, I cannot mention everybody's name, please. I appreciate you all. And yeah, we are in a mirror wine because we are all in foreign countries and we are living in democracy. Myself here in Italy, and you all in the UK, others in America, every part of the world. Here, all these people fought their freedom, and we are living peacefully. Our freedom, we are doing the right thing. We cannot stop because the freedom of our people is our right. And who can tell me that Jesus Christ, I'm a Christian, our Lord and our Savior, Jesus Christ, is a freedom fighter. He fought. I remember one of one of part of the Bible that one day he came to the church and see that the Pharisees and Sadducees they have turned the church to be where they sell, where they campaign and all whatnot. And they turned the table and threw away all their monies and their pigeon and everything went away. And he told them, my father's house cannot be ebe a na-akpa ego. Ịghọtago? Anyway, why am I telling this story? Since I stopped paying tithe in the church, and that tithe, I send it for the liberation of my people. My finance
Oh,
change. Oh. I'm telling you people. And
they
my
will.
finance change. But when I have been contributing, paying tithes, things was going bad for me. And since 2020, I stopped that tithe. I said I will contribute it for the liberation of my people because you cannot tell me Iwu that the GO Wurunka, and they are killing your church members. You are not talking, and you are preaching my Lord Jesus Christ that is a freedom fighter. He came to deliver all of us. He came to deliver people in bondage. Why are you not speaking of the massive genocide, Christian genocide that is going on over there in the zoo? And thanks to Brgie, thanks to our lobbies and all the efforts of our acting Prime Minister, His Excellency Ogenkere, and our international attorneys, the genocide in the zoo is in the public now. At least make them make this noise now. Use this opportunity that CBN, Fox News, and many Christians are complaining of what is happening over there, and the almost 50-something thousand Christians are being deleted, their homes burned, and what are they waiting? Many people have sing it on song and all whatnot. Why can't they make more noise? Why can't they make more noise? And they're still hiding what is already in the public. achọghị m ịkpọ mmadụ afa ebe a bikos iwe we m bido kọwa onye ọbụla ọnụ ndị eriri eri ka ihe ha na-ezo and their people are being killed and they cannot come out that the GO and mommy GO ha bịa ekwube ihe niile na-eme kịta ka save their life. That makes me to doubt, are they following my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, who is a freedom fighter? I know you guys has been there for long and more than 2 hours I have been following. So people need to go and rest. So let me stop here. I want to congratulate all of you. Okay, we are doing the right thing. We are doing the right thing. We keep on fighting for the freedom of our people and the Chukwu ga-emere onwe ya aha. O ga-eji kesi Nnamdi Kalu anụnwa wee gosi na ọ bụ Chineke. Pharaoh, let my people go. Pharaoh ọhụrụ mmiri ọhụrụ ntutu taa. No, nhapụ slave ahụ ka ịhapụ Biafrans ka ndị ebe ha ga na-asa apụ again. Ụmụ Biafra anyị ga-enwere onwe anyị. Mmeri bụ nke anyị n'aha Chukwu okike abịama. Ise. Love you all. Jisinike. One love. We are here for a purpose,
Thank
for
you,
one
Neil.
goal, the freedom of our people.
Thank you, Neil.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
I am Sharonata. When I cannot join the Zoom, at times I listen or I listen it later. It's not possible. I repeated it for me to join every time because of my job. Yeah, I cannot connect always with the sick people. Okay, that is why. But I listen to everything later. Okay, Jishinike. Oh,
Thank you. Thank you.
yeah, thank you all. Onye ọbụla slowkwana down. I promise I am here. No going back till our freedom is sure. Yeah, completely recognized all over the world.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Neil.
Thank you all. God bless you all.
Bless you too.
Love you all
Thank
from
you.
Rome.
Love you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
There is something I want everyone to understand. And Neoma threw a question and she still gave the answer. Eh, we opened the door for the canker worms to come out. And now the canker worms are feasting on the firewood. It needs to feast, and then we need to now stand and watch what is happening to the firewood. And also see if there are some other insects that were there that are useful, and also the resistance of the firewood. Now, Donald Trump is watching everything that is happening. His government. They have people that they send to watch. It is the same Donald Trump's government that approved the congressional briefing for the Biafran people. Now, Nigeria is crying left, right, center. Now, Donald Trump is still watching them to see how they are responding. Remember that Donald Trump's government had already earlier, whether May or June or July or August, something like that, told Nigerian government that they are not doing well in their government. And they even warn American citizens to be careful of visiting Nigeria because it is a den of terrorists. Their hospital facilities are nonsense. Snakes cohabit there. Their custom services is nonsense. Boko Haram terrorists ravages everywhere. And the sponsors of the Boko Haram terrorists are part and parcel of the government of the day. So with this bill of Senator Ted Cruz coming out now, is opportunity for Nigeria to amend their ways, to also prove who they are and who they are working for. So that response that America wants to see from Nigeria is coming out on daily basis to see how they are living up to the case of the genocide, the extrajudicial killings, the abuse of human rights. Remember that America knows that Nigeria kidnapped Mazen Nnamdi Kanu now. They know it very well now. If they did not know it very well before, they now know it very well now with the congressional testimony that we submitted to the US Congress. So they are waiting and they are watching Nigeria to see their reactions on everything. And they are watching and seeing the response of Nigeria coming to deny it every day. Even with evidences that are emanating every day, they are watching and seeing. They are also seeing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu that you kidnapped in Kenya, and then you contravene all international laws. And then we are telling you that you are committing extrajudicial killings. You are a country that kidnapped your citizens. You are still denying. But Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is a prime evidence. So, US or international community politics, they don't wake up now when fire is burning to start taking series of actions at the same time. They watch you and see what you're going to do and how you're responding. So when it is time, you will hear the big way that Donald Trump's administration or American government will strike them. But now it's time for the cankerworms that gathered on the firewood to actually bring out what this firewood is properly made of. And also to know if there are some other insects that are inside the firewood that can supersede the cankerworms that are trying to destroy the firewood. So let all Biafrans continue to support BRGI, and let's see where Nigeria will land. Madam K, who do you see have on the speaker that has not spoken? Because we are rounding up so that we relieve everyone to go and relax. You guys have been on air since morning.
Chooks.
Chooks, are you there? Or are you in the other room already?
Okay, he's not there again.
Yeah, I think he has gone to the other room. So, Madam K, please give your closing remarks so that we can call it a day.
Okay, thank you so much, everybody. Yeah, thank you, APM. And we know you're no longer close to your phone, but thank you all the same. Yeah, thank you, Dr. David, Norma, everybody. Let me not call names because we are up to 90 on this space. All right. So the cap is to get back on track of what we were doing before for the past 9 months. Yeah, my people. So the link, I'll put out the link again tomorrow. Yeah, because this one may have expired. Yeah. So that anybody that wants to join can join and then continue to donate what we are donating. All right. That's it. Our information minister. We can end the space now if you want to. Information minister, I finish you.
And we draw the curtain here and see you all later on. Thank you for all you do, and let's continue to do more. Ndewo to everyone. Thank you, our APM, for your time, and we salute your sacrifices. See you all later. Ciao, ciao. Ndewo.